Hi, chat. Hey. Hello. How we doing? How we doing? Did I see someone say about that they love the starting soon screen? This is by Berry. Berry Squared. Berry Squared did the starting soon screen. It was actually that they did fan art, the piece of fan art, and I said, can you animate this? What if you animated this? Could I get you to pay to animate this, please? Azalea, thank you for the 48 months over a wee bit. That's okay. That's okay. We're going to be just chatting about Sports Day. We're going to be talking about the day, the life. And then we're going to... I think I'm feeling like a Marbles or a King of the Castle today. Just some fun time with chat. It's a hot day, so I don't know how long the stream's going to be because this room just gets hot, as does every room in this country. It's based on the Ghibli like hill one from I think The Wind Rises, is it? But it's me and my doggy. It's me and my doggy. It's so hot, guys. Stay King of the Castle. Okay, we're getting King of the Castle vibes. Maybe we'll do that then. Hold on. Let me. I'll put that as like the Discord ping streams. Hey guys. Hi guys. Chat time. Then King of the Castle. How are we doing? How are we doing, gamers? What's the vibes? Other than this, it is hot. It is hot today. Can't stay long. I hope everyone's day. Oh, thank you. I hope you're good. Your neck hurts. Oh God. Okay. It's very hot. So yeah, obviously, if you're not from the UK, this is just a UK thing. It's hot in the UK, and so the UK is like, everyone from the UK is like, oh guys, I'm tired. It's a warm day. I'm happy that it's warm. I've been outside. It's been nice. It's getting hotter. We're hitting some 31s this week. 31 degrees. Wow, as if nowhere else is hot ever. Yeah, but we just complain about it disproportionately. I haven't even shown up on camera. Hi guys, what's up? I've got a very loose. I need to wear something that I can stay cool in, because goodness me. Because yeah, window open, door shut. 35 on Wednesday, dude. So Sheffield's not so bad. 31. It's saying 31 here, which is doable. It's not like horrible, but it's still much. It's still much. You keep not getting stream notifications. I'm sorry. But yeah, wait, what? We good? It always starts with this song. There you go. Friday Miss Stream, hello. MC, how you doing? Welcome back. Cornwall's like warm. I wouldn't call it hot. Oh, Cornwall. Cornwall's a nice place to be in this weather. Cornwall's a good place to be right now, because it's like the sea, and it's like a nice sea. I'm gonna die. Oh, well, let's not do that. I know I need my chatters alive and well, you know. I need them alive and well. Yeah, no, I think we're going swimming maybe at some point. But yes, it's ads right now. I was at a sports day yesterday. Eloise's stream. Eloise ran a charity sports day. Silver Gaming with the 120 stream streak. Let's go. Yeah, we did sports day yesterday. So my team didn't do so great, but as an overall team, as in charity, we did really great. It was what, like, we raised, like, I think Elle said the total raised was like, let me check. Yeah, like 6.4k. Yeah, oh yeah, to be fair, we did get 3 million points. I managed to write million points, like 3 million on the board. Only Eloise noticed that I wrote that, because she was sat right next to me while I did it. I literally grabbed the pen and just hovered by the whiteboard for like 5 straight minutes, and then just waited and like put my hands on it. So if anyone, I can unpin this now. So if anyone saw me with my hands on the board, they would think I was just sort of hovering, but I was actually just writing million points. Yeah, no, it was, I love my team. But because we ended up with like swapping and stuff at the end, and like because Toby couldn't make it. Boo. Abandoned sports day for like what? What is it? Like cast some kind of cast in Valorant. Cringe. So it ended up being a little like unbalanced. I mean, it wasn't particularly balanced in our favor anyway. But it was very fun anyway. We had a good time. But yeah, I think it showed the most in Tug of War. We just stood no chance, you know? What streak reached? Open with the 30, thank you. Yeah, and so what happened with this? So I won a medal at Sports Day. I won the team player medal. Wait. The team player medal, I won that. I don't know how that happened, but I don't know, does somebody like donate to sort of buy that almost? Or was it like a paid, like donate to vote? Someone donated enough and picked you. Ah, well, that's nice. Thank you, whoever did that. I couldn't obviously see the stream, so I couldn't see who did that. So thank you. I'm really glad that I got a little medal. That was really nice. I mean, I don't know if you noticed, but I was quite gunning for the sexiest streamer a bit, because I realized like we needed to try and win something. So that's why I put the maid outfit on at a point. That was me, that was a sort of Hail Mary. Couldn't tell. No, I just do that anyway. I was considered for it, but Jack stole it. But yeah, but then I think they might have seen that I was getting this one. And obviously, like, if I was getting two of them, that would be a bit silly, wouldn't it? That would be a bit much. So yeah, I won team player. Hail Mary? I watched it when I saw the photo. You know, sometimes you gotta just, really, you gotta pull out of the bag, you know? I thought the maid outfit was just for, I mean, it was, but like, also for the award. Potential award. Yeah, no, it was really fun. I had a really good time. It was quite hot out there. We all were quite tired then afterwards, but then we went and had a barbecue, and that was very nice. To refuel. Elle couldn't be biased and pick her wife. I had the most whimsy in the penalty shootout. I know, right? I didn't hit a single penalty. It would have been much more aura if I had actually managed to score one of my penalties after doing all of that performing. I didn't, because I can't kick a ball. I don't really know how the guys were able to even physically kick it that hard. Like, these were guys that, like, don't really, you know, do, as far as I'm aware, don't, like, work out loads, but they were booting it. They were absolutely pelting it. And, like, I had to borrow Grian's shoes because the shoes that I'd brought were like really flimsy, like running shoes. They were like, they're fabric. So I couldn't kick the ball without killing my toes. So that's why I had those red shoes on, because I was like, who's my size? Because I have big feet. Guys, I've trying to be coy piso about it, coy. I've been trying to be all coy about it, but I actually have massive feet. I'm in a high percentile for foot size in women. I'm out here and I've just got big feet, man. I've just got big feet. I'm like size 7.5 to 8, which is quite big for women's feet. I know this because I go to shoe shops and I can't find shoes in my size. They're all like around the sort of 4 to 6 size. Caitlin, thank you so much for 31 months. Thank you. My stompers. What's that in Europe sizes? I actually have no idea. Getting shoes out of the men's shoes, my shit. What? Yeah, we're kicking the ball with the front of my foot. No, I was doing it right, but my shoes, genuinely, the shoes that I took to do it were my gym shoes, and they are like literally fabric. Like they have no like reinforcement at all. Flora, thank you so much for the brand new subby. A brand new subby. Thank you so much. Welcome. You have a load of emotes that you can use now if you'd like. We're doing some chatting today. We're going to do that. And we're going to... Flora, was it you that picked... Oh, was it Flora that did the medal? You got me my medal? I was just talking about that. I wasn't... Because I wasn't watching the stream, so I didn't know who it was. Oh my god, thank you. Thank you so much. And that's really kind of you for donating as well, obviously. Because we raised loads of money for the MND Foundation, which is really sick. You clocked Flora. Thank you so much for that. That's really kind. And I was really happy to get this, genuinely. I was like, I didn't think I was going to win anything. We were losing big time. We were outmatched physically, just kind of on paper. We were just outmatched. So it was really nice, actually, winning a little medal. That was really sweet. So it was basically, I found out that my best one was the beanbag on head race. That was the only one I earned a point in that we won as a team. Beanbag on head race. Stop, I remember these. I'm so chronic. The Owen clip. Oh my god, I'm just gonna grab that clip because that was so funny. Scott linked it afterwards because it was his arms. It was the arms for me that were cracking me up, dude. That shit was so funny. It's so fun. Look at his fucking run.
His upper body is so funny to watch.
They're proper giggling. Also, why he prancing at the end though? Look at that little prance. Oh my god, he's like a deer. Well, I don't know why that was so funny. I mean, I do. It was like we basically figured out that the best way to do it. We were doing this before we actually started the race, but like we were like, what if you just stand still but like just walk really fast because he's got quite long legs.
His upper body is so
he's so whimsical. Look at this little hop. Ready? I'm gonna catch it. Look at that. Oh yes. Oh, there's me looking really, really happy about it. Yay! I was so happy that because we won a point on that. I'm so excited. It's the arms just like this, hitting one of these, you know? It's so funny. And he was a fairy. It was just, oh, the sack race was also great. I didn't see, so Jack won. Jack ended up winning Sexiest Streamer, and it was because of the sack race. And I'm like, do we watch the sack race, that particular clip? So, because I didn't see what they were seeing. But I'm like, is that objectification? Am I objectifying Jack Jivok if I go and watch specifically to look at his bum? Like, is that weird? But I also want to see. I don't think it was visible. Okay. Well, we should look though, shouldn't we? It is our right, isn't it? Is it not? Okay. Oh, is it not? Sorry, let me see if I can find a clip. Is there a clip of it? So basically, the sack race, the sacks that they'd gotten, because apparently, basically, adult-sized sacks don't really exist because only children do this. But like we had kid-sized sacks, right? So it was like they would only come up to like waist high, and so to jump in them was really hard because to hold them up, you'd basically jump and hit the bottom, like you'd stretch the bottom of the sack. So I think that's what was going on here. Owen's running clip is like the top clip. Let me see if I can find that. I don't know if it's on here. I guess it wasn't visible, maybe. I'll go back and then I'll go and find the VOD itself and we'll go. Okay, when did we do the sack? Just looking for sack race. Oh yeah, so if you didn't know, sack race was the hardest one. I don't know what's made it happen, but my thighs, they hurt. They ache. I don't know which game it was that did that. I don't know if it was the like tug of war, like shock of tug of war, because it was tug of war was very do nothing and suddenly you have like 3 men pulling on you like against your own body strength, which is quite like sudden. Penalties, did we do sack race before penalties? I think we did. Oh, we did, yeah. There's Jack. He's in the, oh, there we go. Okay, let me see if I can find it. I don't know if it's actually on here. Oh, Influent Tug of War. He's a light... Oh, there's me. My hat came off. Oh my god! I'm not trying to objectify anyone here. But I just...
Ready?
I reckon Jim Ford. Ready?
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh no.
Oh, hang on.
You can't see any of
He's
it.
blowing us out the wall, Jack.
Come on, Jack.
Okay, Jimmy's actually doing fine.
Jack's just...
Oh, Jimmy is
Jack's
off.
got the cake cake
His
shaking.
entire ass.
Jack's got the cake shaking. It's crazy. It's because the sack was like ass height. The sacks were ass height. That's so funny, Eloise.
Oh, Bobby's not watching it. Bobby's not. Look, it's just.
I was hopping. I was like, I need to beat Jack.
Wow. Oh, Andy's fallen at the end. He's not even made it to the end.
That
Wow.
was a shocking performance from Jim. I want to hand it to Jim though.
That's so silly. When we come back to you, that was Jack winning sexiest streamer because those sacks would hate to see me coming because you had to hold it below the ass. Someone said, "Am I 5 foot?" I'm not. I'm 5'6" ish, 5'6.5" if you want to be pedantic. 5'6" or 7, but I didn't want to say those numbers. I'm about that high. I'm not that short. Eloise is a fair bit shorter than me. She's 5'3", I want to say. I'm a little above average, you know? I'm a little above average. But I thought you called you taller than you are. Well, you should, as you should, because, you know. Did you see that Bulgemon was on the main camera? Because my phone was being used to read chat the whole time. So the Bulgemon case was just like lent up against the thing. I hope you liked that. I hope you enjoyed the stream in general. Yeah, I was like... I saw it straight away. It was really fun. Yeah, Beanbag on head was my game. That was the best one that I had. Owen did really well on the sack race. Owen was like, he was a standout on the sack race. He had some speed on. I don't know how he did those big jumps. But then everyone was afraid of his sack race. But we won a point on sack race as well because he just like locked in. Team P, yeah. And also, Louise brought a very realistic plushie of her dog, of P. Why is my camera's a little, the white balance is a bit messed up. It's so bright. Why is it so bright? This is the same camera, but I don't know why it's done that. I'm just a little like, I'm a little white. I'm very white anyway, but yeah. How did she have that? So we all asked about it because when she brought she brought the plushie and put it on the floor, and I kept like, it kept like tweaking me out. I was like, the dog's over there. What's wrong with the dog? The dog, is she okay? It's hot. I kept like, but over and over again, I kept mistaking this plushie for the dog, a real dog. And so like, it was a company that makes them, like makes realistic pet plushies, but they're like expensive because they're like really good replicas of a pet. And they gifted her this one of P. They made one of P and gifted it to her for like a brand thing. So she just has an incredibly, can we get an Arnie? We're talking like multiple hundreds of pounds here when I'm saying expensive. Like, so, and Arnie unfortunately isn't, because like P is very central to Louise's content, right? P is the star of the show in a way. P's got clout in herself. Arnie doesn't have his own clout. He kind of just like, he's kind of like a, why am I so bright? Why am I so bright? Maybe Bernard. I don't know if they do, that's like, is that any better? I don't think so. Or maybe, I don't know. Yeah, Arnie is flowers. Arnie would eat flowers. Also, I've put this top on it. On camera, it looks really low cut. I'm really sorry. I'm really not trying to be inappropriate. I just warm, and it's actually like a very normal, safe top. It just looks a little low. The Prince is pretty central to chat, yeah, but the Prince isn't a real animal. So sorry about that, guys. I'm not trying to be all scandalous. Bring out the scandal. I'm like, guys, I've outgrown Minecraft. There's gonna be social media ban. We gotta grow up, all right? It's top from Hollister. Yes, this is blue. It's navy blue, but it's that my white balance is really off. I don't know why. They decided I'm too white today. Oh god, it's serving. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm trying. I'm not actually trying. I'm trying to stay cool. I've got a skirt on as well. The Prince isn't real, and I don't think we're gonna get I don't really want a realistic Arnie plushie. Azur, thank you for the 100 stream streak. Goodness me, we've got some big stream streaks. It could be. I don't know. I don't think it could be actually. I can't lie. You're wearing jeans? That's messed up. We are going to play King of the Castle in a little while, by the way. I'm going to change my title to King of the Castle after, but I want to chat first. King of the Castle. We're going to just do like a good run of King of the Castle, okay? Even though like, I know that like Owen obviously played it a bunch in his subathon, so I don't know. But I know that you guys want to see it from me now. He does it with, oh, what is my hair doing? The heat also just makes my hair really like, whatever the hell it wants to do. Like, what are we doing? What's this? Jeans is criminal. That's criminal in this heat. Well, you're wearing a sweatshirt? Yeah, well, it's going to be a sweatshirt today, isn't it? Blummin' heck. I think every shirt's a sweatshirt today. Yeah, no, Arnie would be really messed up. He does not like things that look like they're real, look like they're alive and aren't alive. So that P plushie would have really wigged him out. He would not like that. And he wouldn't like himself. He wouldn't like one of himself either. Hair hates the extra humidity from the sweat. Cringe. Cringe. Yeah, what else has happened? Oh my god, yeah. So we were, Rob and I went to the gym. Have you watched the Digital Circus finale? No, I was literally gonna watch it before stream. But then I didn't know it was an hour long, so I haven't yet. Please don't spoil it. I'd like to watch it after stream. So anyway, so me and Rob, we went to the gym and we were hanging out and we heard like a loud plane. Okay. A loud plane. Look up, right? There is a World War II bomber plane, like Spitfire plane, flying really low across Sheffield, literally like right over. We were like, uh-oh, like oh no, what's happening? And it ended up being like, it was like they were just showing them off, I guess. Like I looked it up and they were just sending they had like some planes and they were just flying them over Sheffield and Yorkshire or whatever. But it was a bit scary because it was quite loud and low. It was low. You could really see, we were like, is that a World War II plane? Like, and it was actually like a Spitfire, which is really cool, but also kind of scary when you don't know that it's coming, you know? Like, oh no, it's happening again. Get the canned beans, put them in the pantry. Get the shelter. Did it Spitfire? Doesn't. We just called our planes really cool things because we're cool. One of those massive planes that fits other vehicles in it. Oh, what, like big, like what are they called? They're not cargo planes. I know the ones you mean. You know the ones that are on GTA. They're on GTA. Spitfires are really cool. Yeah, it was crazy because it was. I don't know much about planes, right? But it was like, the silhouette of it, like the shape of it was so iconic that even though I don't know much about planes, I was like, oh, that's kind of sick. But yeah, no, it just flew right over and I was like, oh no, we're dead now. I know nothing about planes. Yeah, no, Rob likes planes, but I'm just kind of like, yeah, that goes up and down and flies around, you know? So I'm really just flexing my medal right now. I'm all over this medal. I'm trying to think what else happened. What else happened yesterday? But yeah, no, okay, Sack Race was the hardest game. Well, Sack Race was the most, like, physically taxing game. Hi, Barry, how you doing? Sack Race was the most physically taxing. Tug of War for my team was the hardest. As in, we didn't really get anywhere because we just didn't have, like, the raw... Because Tug of War is, like, mainly a strength game. And we did not have that shit. Like, we just didn't have it. Like, it was like... Racing Day Sack. We don't need to. The medal fated to become yet another fidget toy. Look, it is the way of things. It's the way of things, you know. But yeah, we went flying. It was basic. What happened was we would start pulling. We'd start pulling. And then we'd start pulling and then we basically like realized quickly that if we carried on pulling, we were going to get horrible rope burn on our hands. Because the rope was rough and like we were like, if we keep pulling, we're gonna just hurt ourselves and lose anyway. So we just kind of, yeah, we basically did just get, it's just blocking the word rope. Like we're talking about Tug of War, guys, it's fine. So like we we get to the point where we realize, oh, we're losing this, and just let go, basically, or like just go with it, because otherwise we're just gonna get rope burn. And it was like, yeah, they were like, dude, and they were saying like Jimmy at one point wrapped the rope around his hand at the end, and they were like, don't do that, it's cheating. I'm like, bro, don't do that. It's how to like gut your hand. Don't do that. Oh my god. Like, don't wrap the rope around your hand. That's like how to lose half your hand. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, you wrap a rough, like, grippy rope around the middle of your hand, and then 3 men pull on it really, really hard. Don't do that. If you're playing tug of war, if it's not like you're not a pro tug of war player, I don't know if that's like a thing. There probably is. There's a league for everything. If you're not a tug of war pro and you're just playing like for just chill vibes, right? And you start losing, do not wrap the rope around your hand. It is not worth it's not worth your hand, okay? You need some kind of tug of war license. I don't know what one, but you got it. You need to have it. I'm really good at tug of war. That's great. We did the first round when it was against like Joel, Lizzie, and Ozza. We did try to do the sort of like Squid Game wait it out kind of thing. But they had a really like solid pull strategy. They were like doing a really rhythmic pull. So even when we were like, oh, let's try and do it now, we were just getting moved. Like they were moving us because we just didn't have we didn't have a lot of strength on the team. And then also we didn't have a lot of weight on the team either. So we were just like, you know, it was just like we were gonna lose that one. Alex, thank you so much for the 60 months. 60. That's the big 6-0. Like 6-0. The big 6-0. Thanks, Alex. I hope you're good. Hang on. Lizzie's team were locked in. Also, I felt bad, right? So in the Discord, it was like the pink team, like Ollie and Cam and Grian. Oh no, not Ollie and Cam. Cam, Grian, and Jack. They were like, oh yeah, we're gonna do costumes, and we were like, oh okay, well yeah, good one, guys. And then turns out the other 2 teams also ended up doing costumes. So then my team was the only one that didn't have a costume, which I was like, if I'd known we were all doing it, then I would have done it. So we were just there like in sport clothes, you know, like just normal clothes. I got the maid outfit. But that was just, you know, that was just an incidental. Not only is there competitive tug of war, there's banned stances. Lazy Nuggets, what's a banned stance? What can't you do in tug of war? I'm interested now. Couldn't be good in the heat, yeah. End up being the unique team, yeah. Just put me here for a bit. I'm dying. It's 27 degrees in my apartment. Stay safe. Stay safe. There's no, I'm always like, guys, if it's hot, you need to go get outside. If you want to watch the stream, watch it on your phone outside. And if not, just don't go outside. It's much nicer outside, I promise. I'm here because I'm addicted. There's a way to stand that's just too OP. I'm going to look this up now. Tug of war banned stances. Tug of war. There's an anti-doping policy on the Tug of War Association. Rules. Okay, what are the rules of the Tug of War? Anchor protection rules. Oh, because so there's, I think, one person is an anchor, which is like, are they the big heavy one? I don't know. Outside is scary. There's a deadly laser out there. The sun is a deadly laser. It is. I mean, like, that's true, isn't it? Who's out here? Yeah, who like wants to like win a pulling competition so hard that they like taking drugs to win it? That's the anchor. What, like the heaviest, like the stoutest, heaviest player to sort of like not let it be pulled. It's gonna be 37. You're seeing 37? I think we're going swimming on Wednesday, I think. Well, I want to, I'm hoping. Pulled a rope. Just pull on the rope. 39? That's fucked. I think we're all right up here in Sheffield, up in North. We're capping out at 31, which is like, that is a feasible temperature, you know? But I've seen like in like London and stuff. Let me look at London. Yeah, it's 36 in London on Wednesday. There's a severe weather warning. Because London just gets hotter. Bet Brighton will be nice though. Oh, you know what? I'll bet Brighton will be nice until every... Oh wait, it's raining in Brighton. No! It's gonna rain. Well, you know. Has to be the 2 days I'm in London. Of course, I'm so mad. Okay, London. Just find nice outdoor spots. There's a lot of nice rooftops in London. There are free ones as well that you can like try and prioritize. Like just the hottest part of the day will be the early afternoon. Basically, you want to be up in the morning. Honestly, hot days and I mean, this is like maybe like hot splaining, I guess. Hot days like in the UK, wake up early, if there's things that you want to like do, I'm talking this is UK level. I don't know how to do it in like hotter countries, but this is UK where there is an AC. You want to be up in the morning. If you have anything you want to do, like walking around, do that in the morning, like fairly early. A lot of things are open in the mornings because there's workers and stuff. Do all of that like hard stuff before it gets to sort of 11. Right? Just have it be an early morning. The hottest part of the day is sort of like 12 till 2, I'd say, when it's in the UK. There are like libraries and museums. They tend to stay quite cool. That's a good time to go to those, like museums and galleries. They have to stay quite cool for like humidity levels. So go there. They're, you know, in the middle of the day. Take water around with you. Drink lots of water. You do just lose water a lot, and you will get a headache because you won't, you know. Boots has really good aircon. I'm talking to someone here who's visiting London as a tourist, presumably. So I'm not really going to be like, go to Boots. This is a wonder of the British country. Go to Boots. That's going to be great. I'm trying to think like what's good tourist things you could do in a hot day. But like you can't really going to parks and stuff. You want to save that until sort of the like late afternoon, evening. That's personally when I prefer to be at a park. To like sit in a nice park because it's not that hot anymore, but things are still open. Very burnt and abroad. I have a 5-hour plane ride. It hurts like hell to sit down. Any tips of getting rid of burn quickly? Unfortunately, I think it's a bit cooked. You're literally a bit cooked. You can get After Sun. I know that like Nivea After Sun's pretty good. Like it's like a pale blue bottle, and then there's also this like banana, like green jelly that's like aloe vera jelly. That's relieving, but you're kind of just a bit screwed, unfortunately. Like you burned yourself and now you have burns, and it's sad, it's annoying. I hate having sunburn, obviously because it's really harmful and bad for you, but for me, the sensory issue that comes with sunburn, and I get so overstimulated so quickly if I'm sunburned anywhere that like I'm quite obsessive about not being sunburned, and I will like put a lot of effort into not being like, I will get warm by putting another layer on to cover my skin if I haven't got sun cream. I'd rather be a bit too warm for a while than get sunburned. What chair do you have? I have a Secret Lab chair. I think it's Omega. It's all right. I don't love it. My dream chair is Herman Miller, but that's kind of like one of those when I have like stupid money things, you know. It's a bit this Secret Lab it's firmer than you think it's gonna be, which is one thing. Gaming chairs are only there for the look. Herman Miller, yeah, no, that's like a nice chair. That's my dream chair. I'm not gonna get one, like unless I can like get one. Maybe they'll be nice to me. I don't know. But yeah, what else was I saying? Yeah, so I'm really like aware of how burned I'm getting a lot. Like I'm always very like, I need to have sun cream on even if I'm going out for a little bit, because what I hate is when I go out thinking I'm not going to be out in the sun very long, and then I get, I don't know, invited somewhere else, or we end up out in the sun for ages, and then I get burned, and then I have to deal with sunburn, and it sucks. So I really can't stand. I know that you can get like UV clothing. Yeah. I think I want to kind of maybe invest into some nicer sun cream. Those are expensive. Yeah, well that's why it's my dream brand of chair to own that I don't currently have because they're really expensive. I'm not saying like I'm on the brink of getting one. That's just my goal chair. It's like they are the nicest chairs I've ever sat in. They're really yummy, really nice chair. They're really expensive. Everyone's like, I don't know, I'm being questioned on my, it's like, you know, it's like, oh, that my dream phone is the newest iPhone. My dream car is, I don't even know, I don't have a dream. I don't dream of cars. I don't dream of cars. I dream of walking. I don't have a dream car at all, actually. Oh, you know what? No, actually. I saw this really cute car. And I really want one. I just thought it was really cute. It's a Chinese brand. And I saw one, I was like, oh, I want this. Look at this car. This is my dream car. Look at how cute it is. It's so cute. Look at the colors. So nice. It's electric though. And I don't have any electric charging. Isn't it so cute? It's like a little bug. It looks like me. Now we have to stop this inanimate object looking like me. Isn't it so cute? I love it. I have my thing with cars. I want them to be little. I want them to be little and little baby car. So I can sort of go anywhere. My car currently is a really small car. It's a little hatchback. She's seen better days. I will be honest. I've had her for. She's a 2014 car, so she's 12 years old. I got her in 2017, so I've had her for nearly 10 years. I've had her for 9 years. And she's a little Skoda. She's struggling. She's struggling. The last couple of days, I turned the car on and it was fine. And she turned on and ran and it was fine. But just when I was turning the engine over, she just felt like a little weak. Like, it was just a little weak. It was a bit, like, it was just, like, she had to try a bit hard. And I'm a bit worried. I'm a bit worried that I'm hitting the end of a, like, lifespan of basically not looking after my car very much because I don't really care about cars. I just like getting in it to use it. And she's filthy because it's the dog car. I mean, it's the only car. The dog car, and she's covered in mud and dust and dog hair, and kind of smells kind of bad. And yeah. Dodge Challenger. Oh no, too big. I need my car small. No, too big for me. I've seen those. She's had a good life though. She has. But she's an unk car. Toby should put her out of her misery when he had the chance. Honestly, yeah. Well, the thing is, right, it's got a dent in the top of it. So my car has a small, like a shallow dent in its roof because Harry got on top of the car and laid on it to do a photo to film that trailer for the like European trip that Toby did. They were like, we need like a shit car to film in. I'm like, say no more. I've got one. Harry gets on it and just dents the roof. And I was like, fine. What? I was like, I really don't care. And then Toby he sat against the front of it, the bonnet, because like the car's kind of, it's got quite like a stubby nose to it. It leant against the bonnet and he just, with his ass, rubbed the badge off. The Skoda badge on the front. He just knocked it off with his bum. And so now it's just not got a badge on it. We have the badge, I just haven't attached it. So on that day, it lost some, like, value, for sure. Not that it was massively valued anyway, but it definitely lost some value. Cars falling... Yeah, so... And the thing is, I'm not blaming Toby for that, because by doing that, I realized that the badge was not screwed onto the car with screws, even though it has the holes for them. It was... You know those, like, foam sticky pads that you use for scrapbooking? Like, they're, like, double-sided and they're, like, white foam, and you, like, stick things to paper with them. It was just, he pushed it off. There was about 3 of them underneath the badge, and that was what was holding the car badge on the front. So, I mean, at that point, I don't really blame anyone for that. Did you buy it that way? Yeah, well, I didn't know. I bought it like that. I didn't know. It was just like, you know, you don't go looking under the badge to see how it's attached, because like it was basically just stuck on with some shit glue instead of screwed on. I don't really know why. It wasn't new when I bought it, for the record. Obviously, it was 3 years old, so I don't know who like took the screws out and then put sticky tabs underneath. I don't know why, but yeah, Toby rubbed it off with his ass. Sue them. I mean, the badge is plastic too. I'm really not precious about my car. If I was precious about my car, I'd be really sad, because she's not in a good way. I'm not at all precious about my car. I mean, like, you know, I try and treat her well. It was actually, okay, look, right, my parents got me the car when I finished school. Well, no, not when I finished school, when I needed to get a job that required a car. My first job was at a service station, which is on the motorway. So to get to the service station, you needed a car. So, and okay, Becky Monlaw, my mum was like in a car crash when she was younger. And so she's quite like, she's very, and it was because her car was bad. Because it was, I mean, it was, not to call my mother old, I love you, mum. It was a while ago, right? And so the cars were bad. The car was bad. And so it was worse than it should have been, because the car was basically like, the car just kind of crumpled. She's fine, obviously. You know. And so she's really like aware of car safety. So they basically didn't want me to use my little bit of money that I had to buy a car that wasn't safe. They were like, we're going to buy you a secondhand car that we deem as safe, because otherwise we're going to worry about you. And I'm like, okay. This was not like American, you know, 16 years old, finishes your exams and then you get like a BMW. That's not what this was. This was like my parents trying to kind of protect their own stress by giving me a safety-based car, instead of, because otherwise I would have only been able to afford one that like isn't that well safety rated, like an old banger. So I get a free car. But I did get a free car, so, you know, that was nice. And I still have it. So, you know, it was as far as value goes, a very good purchase and a good gift from my parents, because I'd still use it. I still have it. Probably should have upgraded by now, realistically, but it's okay. I'm going to be running that thing into the ground. You know, the phrase good little runner has been used on that car so many times. Because that's like, that's basically it's what you say about a car that's not very nice, but it works. Make sure my birthday. Happy birthday, Barn. Happy birthday. Gets me from A to B. I know. I'd like it maybe it was a bit cleaner, but that is in fact my fault, because that's my dog making it dirty. First car had no aircon. Oh, the aircon is broken. There is no aircon in the car. Even though we got it fixed. We got it serviced and they fixed it and then it broke again. So I don't really know what's wrong with that. So it's really hot in there. But windows open. Windows open. Life's good, man. But yeah, no. Why did I even get to talking about my car? I don't even know. I really don't. Oh yeah, we're talking about dream cars. I don't have one. I don't yearn for car. Apart from that little Chinese electric car. The Chinese brand is called Great Wall Motors. I'm like, that's brilliant. That's great. Fantastic AC windows don't work. Oh, that's really funny. Great Wall Motors. That's like, the big Chinese car brand. Waiting for the Red Bull Oracle to win a race. Is this some F1 stuff? I yearn for accessible public transport. Amen to that. No, wall. Like the Great Wall of China. Yeah. I'm in a car right now because it means I have AC. So I did a 4-hour drive to a friend's house we did a 4-hour drive to a friend's house and it was like maybe 28 degrees and where there was no AC in the car. And that was really bad. Don't do that. Because I then got like a little heat exhaustion just from being sat in a car because it was so hot. It was really not nice. Because it was also like we got stuck in traffic on like a motorway. So it's boiling because the road heats up and then gives off the heat. And we were just stuck there and there's no breeze from the windows and no AC. Really unfortunate. Really unpleasant. Don't do that. Don't end up in that situation, guys. That's rough. That was rad. Aircon is worth it, turns out. I can generally deal with it until you can't, until you end up in a situation where you actually can't deal with it anymore. You want a motorbike? No, oh god, motorbikes scare me. God, I hate the motorway. I don't mind the motorway. I find the motorway a much easier drive and safer in general than normal roads. It might be because of the aforementioned service station meant that like the bulk of the first driving that I did after learning, like after passing my test, most of the most like constant driving I did was always on the motorway for ages, and I liked the motorway generally. I can drive on the motorway for a very long time without really feeling like about it. Boring, but I like boring. It's technically safer. Big trucks are freaking huge. Yeah, but like you can see them coming. You get used to it. The highway, yeah. That said, the most mind-numbing drive of like mine and Rob's life was we were in Florida. I think we went to Universal and we were driving from like the airport. We didn't land. It was, I don't know how Florida works. We were landing in an airport that wasn't as close. Like you had to drive about an hour and a half to get to where we wanted to go. And it's all on a specific interstate. I don't know which one it is. It's quite well known, but basically it was like the most depressing and mind-numbing drive to do is the I-4. Yeah, I think it's the I-4. So the fact that this is thing, it's like a known thing. We got to about like 45 minutes in and we're like, I'm really sad. Like and I was like, are you guys really sad? And are you really sad? And Rob was like, yeah, you know what? Now you said that, I'm really down right now. And it was just the most depressing drive. I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was about it. It was otherwise like sort of like logistically was a normal motorway, but it was just, yeah, bad energy. It was just cursed. It didn't turn ever. It just went in a straight line all the time. Like just such a straight line. You'd lose like 20 minutes at a time because you're just driving in a straight line. And then like nothing interesting to look at any point all the way along it. Like nothing. There are loads of American flags and just buildings, and then like lampposts. No real nature, but also no interesting things, you know? Into a state of depression and despair. Yeah, I feel like it was like an SCP, honestly. Like but like I've driven in the UK on a lot of motorways. I've done long drives. I've driven from like basically I did the entire, basically Rob was really tired when we were doing viewings for Sheffield and we were driving back from Sheffield to Brighton. Rob did like the first literally like 25 minutes and was like, I'm actually falling, like I feel like I'm gonna fall asleep. I actually can't keep driving. And I was like, oh, that's fine. I actually am very awake. I just did the entire like 5-hour drive all the way down from Sheffield to Brighton. It's long. And it was fine, and like it didn't have that same like feeling of like draining feeling. But then we were literally only on the interstate in Florida for an hour and a half, which is not a long drive. We've done quite long drives quite often, and we were just like, I'm so sad. I'm so deeply sad. After like 45 minutes, I'm like, I want to get off this road. Can we go anywhere that's not on this road? Like, and I wasn't even driving. I was just like, man, this sucks. This shit sucks. Imagine there was a sunset. There wasn't. And we had aircon. You know, we were comfortable. The car was like spacious because it was America. They're all spacious. It was a rental car, good car. You know, no incidents. Nothing was really happening. But nothing was happening. Like nothing at all. And nothing was changing as well. There was no indication that we'd been on the road for 45 minutes, hour and a half. We could have just been at this exact spot that we started. It didn't look any different the entire time. And that was really weird. Because in the UK, the roads change a lot. Like you're going through entire cities. But then I think in the interstate, it kind of bypassed the cities. And was the playlist good? Yeah, but there was a point, I think the music kind of ran out and we were just like, well, now I'm just really sad. Bit of horror. Yeah, it was, I think it could have been an SCP that we may have like looped a little bit, because that's what it felt like, because it would be the same buildings and flags over and over again. Like just the little business, what are they called, guys? Americans? Any Americans? There's probably not that many Americans in this chat because I'm quite early. But what is it called? The places where it's like a car park and then there's just loads of businesses in like a line, in like a bunch of like, they're all neighbors, little businesses in a line. Strip malls. That's what they're called. They have a name, strip malls. It was like we could see the strip malls like off the road. And then, but then there was like business, like the industrial parks. They're called strip malls. Yeah, it's, I realized what I'd heard the word strip mall. I'd never, but I was like, oh, I don't know what that is. And then I'd actually been in loads of them because they're everywhere in the UK, in the US. They're called strip malls. So it's like it's basic. I'll find a picture of a strip mall. It's interesting. They're everywhere throughout the US. It's basically because it's car-centric society, right? They are like low buildings. They're probably not everywhere in the US. It depends what kind of regional, but I've seen them in a lot of places. It's like generally like 1 story high. And it's a bunch of businesses, like one big building, and then there's all these businesses inside it. So like you don't go in it. It's like the doors are all to the street. And then it's just, that just surrounds a car park. Like you go there and there's like, I don't know, a barber and then maybe like a taco place and a like a beauty salon or like a pet food shop and then all sorts of bits, right? And they're everywhere, right? Yeah. And then you park there and then you can go and drop into like a bunch of the businesses at once. A grocery store called a plaza. It's not in the US. They're called strip malls specifically. Strip mall. I want to find like a picture of one that like it feels like what I've seen. Sometimes they have like, they're a bit like stylized, I guess. Yeah, that's a strip mall. This is a strip mall. So like you park up, there's probably more car park right here. You go in, you enter it, you park your car, and then there's this one's like pizza and pasta. This one's like a Chinese place. There's a Subway there. Sometimes it's lots of different food, but then there's like a pinch, a penny. I'm assuming that's like a Poundland, I guess. But they're like everywhere. I'm in England, I see them, but they're not the same in England. We have retail parks in England, but those buildings are huge. That's where they put the kitchen stores and like Dunelm and Next Home. We have those in the UK, but like they're always big because that's like how we concentrate our large stores because we don't have space. These are all small, you know? Those kind of shops end up in like shopping streets, you know, where it's really busy. Yeah, Curry's PC World. They love it. They love those in the retail street. Tiny ones on High Street. Yeah. I don't know. They're so common in the US. Like you just see them all the time. You can have big shops too. Yes. Hobbycraft. That's another retail shop. Retail park shop. Wix. Smiths. Yeah. All these big shops. But all of these, most of the time I find that like they're 1 story high. Sometimes they're bigger, but I think like that seems to be an outlier from what I've seen. I've been to America some amount of times, but I've only been to like Florida. I've been to Miami. I've been to San Diego a lot. I've been to Vegas. I think that's where I've been. I feel like I've been somewhere else as well. Oh, Orlando. But yeah, like I've seen, and then also, the ones in the UK, they have flats on them, right? There's people live above there's 2 stories high and they have a flat level above them. So outlet malls, we have those in the UK, I think. US. Outlet mall is like, we have those. We have those. They're not as common, I don't think, but we have them. Homebase, B&Q. Yeah, no, Cosmos is rattling them off. Mixed use development. Yeah. We have outlet malls. Yeah, no, I've been to them. Some cities like have them as their main shopping, like one of their bigger shopping areas is like their outlets. But there are outlet malls. Pets at home, yeah. Too much land. We don't put apartments over many strip malls. This is the thing, like, you just have loads of strip malls because, like, you can just afford for that to be where you put your businesses. But also because, like, you have so much space, if you didn't have them all concentrated in one sort of block, you'd end up just driving constantly. Like, you go, okay, I'm going to go to the laundromat, but I also want to get my lunch. And it's like, you'd have to drive to the laundromat, do all of that, get back in the car, go to wherever else, like, you wanted to get lunch. You drive a lot anyway, but yeah, I thought it was quite interesting bit of, like, American sort of driving culture in that, like, there's the infrastructure is built around driving. Lots of driving anyway, obviously. But then there's car parks everywhere. This is the issue, right? Is that Sheffield, okay, there's a fair bit of driving. Like, you don't have to, and it's not anything like America. I can get on a bus. There's trams in Sheffield, so there is public transport, and I can also just walk, and it's not going to take me a million years to get from, like, A to B if I want to go, like, you know, into town properly. But, like, there is driving. There is, like, a more driving. Obviously, I lived in Brighton, which is, don't fucking use a car in Brighton. All right, thank you for the raid. Welcome. I lived in Brighton, which is, like, no car. Well, there are lots of cars, but you don't drive much. You can get everything you want within town, like, walking around in town. And crossing town takes, like, if I wanted to go from, like, all the way one side of what you'd consider Brighton, like the marina maybe, which is, like, all the way to the east, and then, like, to the west side of Hove, if I wanted to walk, it would take me, like, an hour, which is not that much. Like, that's not that crazy for, like, a city, to cross a city on foot. That's not that much. Considering that when we were in Vegas, there would be, like, I was at, like, an arcade building, and I wanted to get to a restaurant that was across the road, and it had a 45-minute walk because there just was nowhere for me to cross the massive road. I had to walk like a couple miles down the road to get to a bridge that would cross the road because the road was like 10 lanes across. Like, genuinely, it was quicker if I got an Uber to get into a car and get the car to go and turn around on the road and drop me off at the other side. It's insane. Vegas was the most ridiculous place. Crossy Road, I'm good. Not with the drivers around there, bloody hell. Not with the drivers around there. There's so many cars, and they're going so fucking fast. Walked 6 hours to get to the World Cup from their accommodation. This is the thing. Like, you need cars. It's not... So yeah, like, but then in Brighton, to cross Brighton, it's an hour, basically. But that's to go, you never need to do that because that's to go from, like, all the way east to all the way west. And no one ever needs to do that. And also there's buses. So, like, in Sheffield, it's more car-centric. Like, there are more cars. You need a car for more things. Like, I found that, like, I can't really, like, do lots of things without a car. I found that having the car is super useful here compared to Brighton, where I felt it was more of a burden, really, to have a car. But... the issue is the UK parking. There's no fucking parking. You need a car a lot of the time to do stuff, but you can't put it anywhere. Because we don't have space. The thing about the American car-centric society is that you guys have the space to just cover the landscape in car parks. So there's always somewhere to park. Like, whenever I've been in America and like, you know, been driven around or whatever, there's always car parking spaces. Like, hard to park if you got a big car, hard to park at all. The amount of times I've just, like, you know, even just gone to a park, like, on a I'm a streamer. Like, I don't have, like, set working hours, so I take Arnie in the mornings to the park, which should be, in a weekday, the quietest time. And I'll get there and there's just cars everywhere, and I'm having to just sort of stick my car on, like, a grass verge because there's just nowhere to park. Want to park in a car park relatively close to your destination, £600. Like, yeah, even with the multi-level stuff, and it's like, if they don't want to put a multi-level in, you just don't have anywhere to park your car. So sometimes, like, you want to drive for the convenience of it, but it's actually massively inconvenient or really expensive because there's nowhere to park. Whereas in America, I feel like it's pretty standard to just, like, you go to a strip mall, the car park's free. You go and you stay, there's loads of space, massive car park, all of the stores and stuff. even like in Sheffield, there's a Costco, right? Which is a very American thing. They have a big car park. It is full a lot. Like if you go anywhere near a peak hour for where people go to Costco, it's full. That I've never seen that in the US, because the car parks are so vast that it's kind of impossible. Mother's considering get a smaller car. Yeah, no, real. Small cars in the UK is honestly the play, unless you need a big boot. I just don't see, you know, I don't really need. Yeah, IKEA car park full. But multi-level parking, like often full. If you're gonna get space, I've had to like park on like the roof level, which is the worst one because the elements and stuff, it gets really hot or whatever. Like, I don't know. In the US, it was like kind of nice because of how car-centric it was. There's always like parking. Oh my God, there's Costco's in England. This is the thing. We had this discussion, didn't we, chat? The other week, where I said not only are there Costco's in England, the first Costco opened in England in the 90s. They've been here for a very long time and nobody knows about them. They've been here since the 90s. The first one opened in the 90s. I had one open in my hometown, like right outside my hometown in like 2013. Never went. Like the one in Sheffield has been here since like 2008 or something. Wouldn't have known. Never heard of it. Like until this year, like basically last couple of years. And I assumed, oh, they must be a recent import. What's a Costco? It's like a big box store, you bulk buying kind of thing. You have to get a membership to go in. In the UK, that's really strict. You have to have like a business or something, or be like a civil servant or a doctor or something like that. You just like they basically you go in there and you want some toilet roll. Here's 50, and they cost the price of like 20. Suppliers, yeah, but you can just go and buy like food there too. They have like bulk food things. It's a good place to go if you're like doing a party and want to feed loads of people, because they have like platters of sandwiches and trays of food, dessert, like big boxes of cookies and things, because it is for like mass bulk stuff. You need a membership. Yeah, you need a membership to go in and shop. You have to be a member. Free samples. There's free samples in there. Yeah, but businesses do supply there, because like you can go and get like a literal like like 10-liter gallon jug of like olive oil, which I could buy and bring home to my house. But why the fuck would I do that? I have nowhere to put 10 liters of olive oil. But I could do it. My mom has a business and won't get a membership. Oh. Rob really likes Costco. He loves Costco. I get a bit overwhelmed. It's a little bit liminal, and it is like really overstimulating because the lights are very bright and it's massive and there's lots of people in there a lot of the time. And it's like, oh, you want this item? You want this item? You want 1 million of them? Consider. You want like, oh, what was it? What did I see? You want some tin tomatoes? You like tin tomatoes? I'm like, yeah, I like those. Yeah, well, you can only buy them in packs of 10, and each can is as big as your head. And I'm like, oh, okay. I live in a flat. I don't have the space for that. Bad empty here, but I'd love to go again. I haven't been in a decade. Really? They're empty. Sheffield's one is really busy. Sunglasses inside. No, that's actually real. Yeah, no, parking, man. Parking in the UK sucks. It sucks because, like, a lot of it's becoming more car-centric, but then the parking, we just don't have space for car parks. In the US, is like, we got space for days. We got all the room in the world because, like, our country is just horrifically vast. You want to drive town to town, you can drive for 3 hours and you're still technically in town. So we can just coat the land in car parks, and you'll always have a place to park. In the UK, we're like, yeah, well, we're gonna have to make these spaces smaller so we can fit 5 more in, because that'll make all the difference. And also, parking here for 1 hour costs £11, and that's if you can get a spot. If you're lucky, you get to pay £11, and you probably won't, and you'll end up parking somewhere that you're technically not allowed to. America is liminal. I agree. There's a lot of liminalness about it as somebody who's not from there. Kind of driving and everything's very... all the buildings low down because you don't need to build upwards very often, other than obviously in cities that you love a skyscraper. I know that. But like out when you're in like suburbs or just in a lot of towns. Also like California, they don't love to go high up in like San Diego. And so everything's really flat because you don't need to put stories on top of other stories to have space for people to live and exist because you have enough land that you can just go outwards. And everyone has a car, so you don't need to worry too much about how close everything is together. Having fajitas tonight, I'm over the moon. That was really... You're British, right? That was a very British message. I also love fajitas. I do... British people... Fajitas. Is it an old El Paso kit? Is that what you're having? Because that was... That's the British people fajitas. And I think that would upset anyone who is American, probably, let alone Mexican. Marmite? No, what? Got Marmite mac and cheese. Okay, interesting. We have them in the house. Doesn't really have to import petrol. This is also true. Petrol prices, our fuel prices in the UK are shocking. Fajita, is it old El Paso? Am I in the right track here? Because that's what I used to have as fajitas. I don't, yeah, basically, I was like, yeah, Mexican food's okay, but it's not like my favorite. Turns out it's pretty tied for my favorite once I actually went to a region which had actual Mexican people making the food. And using ingredients that were like in the right regions and grown in the right climate for like Mexican food. And I was like, oh, so this is like actually really good. And my whole life I've been eating really bad Mexican food. So like, that's the thing. I went there and that pissed me off. It pissed me off because it was in Vegas, by the way, which isn't even really like the best place to get Mexican food in the US. Vegas in like a chain, some kind of chain, generic ass Mexican restaurant. I don't remember what it was called. I just met up with some friends and we went to this Mexican restaurant and they put the chips and dip down, which they just give you. We don't do that. They just give you chips and dip on your table. You don't even have to ask. Right? And then it was like the nicest chips and dip I've ever had. At that point, it's the nicest I'd ever had. And it wasn't even like a particularly good, like, you know, the place was rated like 4 stars. But in the UK, our standards for Mexican food are so shit that to me, I was like, whoa, guys. Whoa, this is awesome. And I was eating while I was like, this all tastes so good. Chips and dip, like tortilla chips. I was like, this is so good. And then when I went to San Diego, I went and got like tacos and I got like fish ones, obviously. That's on my list. You know how I was talking about I want to start eating meat at some point, probably, and I probably will at some point. Birria tacos. Tacos. Birria tacos. The ones where you like the beef ones and you dip them in the like liquid sauce. That's on my fucking list. That in America, that shit, that looks like some of the nicest food ever. And I'm always like, man, I want that so bad. Birria tacos, you cooked with those. Mexico, you cooked with those. Those are great. But yeah, no, I'm so hungry. Sorry. Tacos made me choke. I think you're supposed to chew the shell first. No, yeah, but the British Mexican food, if you are American and you come to the UK, don't eat Mexican food. If you can find good places, they are so expensive and it's not really worth it if you can get it at home. Like, it's no better. We have the UK, like London and stuff, the food scene is pretty good. Like, you get really good stuff from like Japanese food in London is really, really good. Some cuisines, we kind of nail it. Mexican, we just can't. I think the issue is that a lot of the ingredients that we get here in the UK are just not so good. Like they're imported because we don't have a climate for a lot of like the spices and the vegetables and things that we have to import them. And the thing is, and I've seen this in action. I've seen this in action, is that Europe grows them and they give us the shit ones. So they go, we've grown this bountiful harvest of yummy tomatoes. We're going to give you the rubbish ones. Because I remember I love grapes. I like grapes. You know, grapes are yummy. They grow them in vineyards in like France or whatever. I don't fucking know. I mean, those are for wine, but you know what I mean. We don't really grow them much here. I don't think. Anyway, I like grapes. Yummy grapes. Eat grapes all the time. Go to like Spain, or I went to like Mallorca or something, and we were in a like resort there, which wasn't like the highest end thing. In the buffet, there was a fruit counter, and the biggest grapes that you've ever seen. They were like as big as plums. They were massive. They were so juicy and tasty. And I was like, right, why the fuck don't we have these grapes? Like we get sent, they just don't give us good stuff. They just don't give us good stuff. Or the ones that we grow aren't very good. We don't have that like European heat source. Oh my god, guac. I love guacamole. I love it. And I've got a pretty good recipe that it's really Moorish. I really like it. But avocados are so expensive here. We're now on food yap. We've done a lot of America yap. Avocado. I'm trying to see like where they're just expensive to source and buy each versus US price. But yeah, like what's the recipe? I'll find it. She thought making guacamole would cure my depression. Well, if the guacamole's good enough, you know, it can be life-changing. But no, okay, so it was not. No, I'm imagining that like guac made by a therapist in like in Europe is probably not really gonna be life-changing enough to help. Never had guacamole, dude. So I wasn't convinced, and then I went to America, and I was in Florida. And this again, I was in Orlando, inside like the Universal. They have like a kind of, you know, the food places right outside the village, right? To be fair to me, so this was a fun evening. We'd booked in at the Mexican, you know, I don't know even what it's called. It's probably something like just Mexico restaurant. In the Orlando thing, it was just a Mexican restaurant that was on site, which obviously isn't going to be the best thing in the world. Because of course it's not. It's on a theme park. Theme park food isn't that great generally, other than, I mean, like Disney, I guess. And it was a Mexican place. In my defense, I'd just been to the Margaritaville that was right outside that restaurant, and I'd had 2 drinks there, and I was fucked. I was fucked. I don't know what they were pouring those 2 cocktails insanely strong at this Margaritaville. Really, really strong. And really strong. Rob went up to order them. I didn't see them do it. And he was like, they've poured this like crazy, by the way. They literally were like it was like this, and then just top it up with a little bit of juice, right? He was like, this is a bit strong. And but he had to wait a while, so he was like, I'm actually going to go and get another round now, so then we can just sit. And I was like, okay. I drink about half of this cocktail. Delicious. So strong. Rob was like, I knew that you'd gotten drunk by the time I'd ordered it, because while he was waiting in the queue, I was sending him really unfunny tweets. That was why that was his indication for how drunk I was. That I was just sending him tweets that I was like browsing Twitter because I was sat on my own and sending him shit that was not funny. And he was like, you're fucked. And I was like, haha, yeah. So I was sending him those. So he got me another one. We had 2. I was so sloshed by the time, because we were waiting for our reservation time. Got into this restaurant. Turns out they make tableside guacamole at this restaurant. And we were like, that looks great. We're going to get that. Because I was like, yeah, wow, get everything. Just table side. So they bring a cart. The waitress or whatever brings a cart round and literally goes, what do you want in your guac? And then she just puts it in a bowl and then like mashes the guac together at the table. Fucking delicious. So good. Had exactly what we wanted in it. Table size. No, not size. No, side. Table side. Done at the table. Delicious guac. At a like a generic Mexican place at Orlando in Florida. And it was like so yummy. And then I was like, oh, I like guacamole. I like guacamole, turns out. I didn't think I would. I do. And then I made it at home. I do. But it costs, like, to make the portion of guacamole all in, if I want to make a good one from like with good ingredients, it costs so much money. I don't know how much. It costs a bunch. Pool-sized guacamole. If you haven't ever had guac, if you can ever go to like Florida, Texas, California, ideally, and get guac there, do it. It's so yummy. When you're hot, because all those places are hot, it's hot and it comes out like chilled and you're just dipping. It's good. It's so good. Are you going to San Diego, Portal? The Mexican food? Go get it. There's a taco place in the Gaslamp Quarter in San Diego. I've been there a few times. Brilliant stuff. They know their shit there. That's good stuff. Pass on more to that guac. You know, very bummy. Oh, it's just so yummy. It's just so yummy. Southern California. So like we're talking along, I mean, essentially along where Mexico meets the border, essentially. And Florida also is very good Mexican food. Like if you want to like really make it a good special experience, go to any of those places. You'll get, even like the kind of not so good places will give you something really good. Bowl of plain spaghetti, God. But yeah, so Sparkle's in the title. Wow. I was gonna play King of the Castle. We can probably squeeze in a King of the Castle in a bit. I'm just talking right now. We're talking about America. But yeah, no, I really thought I didn't like it, and then I did. Turns out it's really good for summer as well. Now I think I might go and think we may have to guac it up. Maybe I'll stream it or something. I don't know. But the thing is, ultimately, it doesn't take that long to make, because guacamole is just lots of like raw things. Like you don't cook anything with guac. You just mix lots of things in a big bowl, and stuff. So, gap over us attempt to overthrow you. True. Make a whole Mexican meal. I don't know how to do that. This is the thing. I've figured out guac, because guac is ultimately quite simple, and it's more about like what you put in and what amounts and what ingredient and like the quality of your ingredients. But like once you get to like cooking the Mexican food, I've tried making like, I have tried doing like burrito and stuff like that, but like trying to be more authentic, I can't. Like it it always comes out tasting like distinctly British, and I can't stop it. I'm not using the right spices or the right amounts of those spices. It comes out and I eat it and I'm like, yeah, this tastes like I made it at home in a British kitchen, and I can't make it not feel like that. But when I go to America and have it there, whatever they're doing to it, it doesn't taste like, it doesn't feel like that. I don't know what it is. I don't know what I've done, but I do something in it and it's like I fuck it up. I think my issue is that the last time I did it, especially, I put cheddar in it, which is like definitely not correct, because that is not that's not the cheese. It's the most English thing in the world. So it just tastes really English. Because I was like, I don't have any cheese. I don't have any of the right cheese, because you can't fucking get it a lot of the time. And I was like, oh, I'll put cheddar in it. You know, I like cheese. I like cheddar cheese. That's fine. And then I'm like, man, tastes British. Lovely guac. Yeah, that might be it. I'm using Heinz beans. No. But yeah, no. I want to try and do it. It's quite hard. It's quite hard when you don't have any background in cooking in that cuisine. You don't know, like, you don't have anyone to tell you how to do it in that cuisine. Your ingredients are limited or really expensive. because you don't live where those ingredients are plentiful. And some of them, like the more sort of niche Mexican like cheeses and all that sort of thing, you just can't get them. You've got to find a specialty store. Cheesy bean on guac on toast. I mean, I'd eat that probably. I don't, ultimately. But no, I wouldn't. I don't even know how to say what you put there, Fardine, but that's the sort of thing I mean. It's really hard to get hold of in the UK. I mean, where I am, I don't know. I haven't looked properly around here. Maybe there is like a secret Mexican store that I could go find and make a really good one. But then it's just crazy. I remember I was in San Diego. It was on our last day, and I was like, I'm somewhat hungry. I haven't eaten enough, but I don't want anything crazy. I go in, I find a Mexican place. The others are getting some bagels. I look and there's a Mexican place across the road, and like a loser, I do go on maps and I go, is this any good? Is it any good here? I don't know. And it was rated well enough, and I was like, fine. I go in. Obviously, most of the stuff has meat on it, but I order, like, it was like a potato taco, I think. It was just like a veg and like a bit of guac, bit of like veg and like roasted vegetables and stuff. $4. It was $4, right? And I was like, that's gonna be like a little taco, because I'm in California. It's like gonna be this big, right? A taco sized. I get this thing and it comes in like a takeaway box, and I was like, okay, that's quite a big box. This thing was huge. It was like the taco shell was like this big, and it was just piled high with like the cheese and the potato and the vegetables and the guac and then they had like your self-serve like, and it was $4. And I was like, and it was so yummy. It was really well made, and I was like, $4 in San Diego? Are you joking? I was like almost annoyed. I was like, I'm actually annoyed at how much food I've been given for that little money. I'll be going back there because that's how to eat cheap. Got money's worth. Yeah, no, it was good. Sorry, I'm on food again. Man, I'm on food again. I always go for food. I always end up on food. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm always end up on food. Good and not bad cheap. Yeah. I don't mind like bad cheap. The thing is, basically, I'm vegetarian. So I don't have the danger level. I know that you can get like E. coli from salad. I know there's a level. There's levels. But like if I go somewhere that's cheap, I don't eat meat anyway, so I don't have to worry so much about like dangerous food. Food, weather, neglecting the game for yapping. That's what we're here for. Food critic company. Or I should just start doing food reviews. You know that woman she's on like shorts and stuff, and she's an American lady, and she just eats for a living. Like it's as do I. No, she just says what I ate in my day in London, and then it's just her take on bites out of food. She just eats a shit ton of food, but like she makes everything look really tasty. Maybe I should just become her. How many that is in bed? Come on. Hey. Yeah, yes, something like that. She just keeps popping up because all of my shorts algorithms, if I actually like watch shorts, which I don't that much, they all roads lead to like crazy food, like yummy looking food for me, because I just like looking at yummy food. I'll just sometimes open YouTube and all of the recommended shorts are just like noodles, close up noodles. So pregnant woman on TikTok who makes those delectable sandwiches. No, but have you seen the snack lady? She lives in Brighton, I think. Have you seen the snack lady? She's like, make a snack box with me. She's very English, and she makes like, she has this little snack tin, and she goes like 2 pickles and half a boiled egg, and with some little everything bagel seasoning, and then like some pickled onions, some like or something like that, and half a packet of crisps, and like some little breadsticks, a fig with a piece of dark chocolate. I love her TBAH. I think yes. I think that she honestly, she's great, and some of her snack stuff looks really good. But there are some things. I think for me, it was like half a packet of squares. And I'm like, I'll show you how big a packet of squares is. So squares is like a British crisp, right? I need to find a packet of squares in somebody's hand, unfortunately, which is really quite hard. This the snack packet of squares. They are so small because they are like a multi-pack thing. So they're for kids. So they're about this big and they have about 10 in there. And she'll like routinely eat half a packet of them and then keep the rest and put them in her snack box the next day. And I'm like, that's like 5 crisps. She's so performance, she pisses me. I think that she is like, she's committed though. Like, I think that it might be a little bit performative the way that she like films stuff, but I can't really say that. I'm a streamer, I make content, all of my shit's performative in a way. Like, she does eat the snacks. I don't think performative for me is doesn't eat the food that she's making. She clearly does. Like, it all looks yummy, and to be honest, if she handed me her snack box, I would tear through the snack box. Like, I would tear through that. It looks yummy. I kind of, at first I was a bit like, oh, I don't know. But then she kind of grew on me, though. Like, there's enough there. I was like, yeah, no, actually, I would eat that. I would eat all of this. She's like, yeah, some like, pickles, and I put all this on it. You're given 5 squares. There's crisps called Shapes. Are there? Shapes. Oh my god, there are. That's funny. I'm not really a crisp person. Sandwich woman. I don't know the sandwich woman. There's this guy, and he annoys me more than the snack lady. The snack lady doesn't annoy me. She seems really nice actually, and she seems like she has a really nice, fulfilling life, and nice snack stuff. There's this guy, and he started popping up, and I think he stopped because I started scrolling past him because he would annoy me a lot. And I know that, and I'm like, I feel bad. I'm not trying to actually. I think he's doing great. He's a guy, and he's a really good cook. He's a home cook, and he's so good at it. He deeply understands the science of food. But he presents his videos really breathily. He's like, he kind of goes to the camera and sort of like dumps stuff, and he's just like, we're gonna make a, and he's really close up, and he's like, today we're gonna make I've got sourdough that I made, and I'm gonna put a like compound butter, and we're gonna make it like brisket, and he's like, so kind of no, not really an ASMR thing, because he's actually cooking everything, and it looks so good. The food that he's making looks so good. Yeah, it's really hard to explain, but he's so good at what he does, but he presents his videos in such an interesting way, and it to me, it puts me off. It's a little off-putting. But he's really good, and so when I do watch the videos, I'm like, man, that looks so nice. That looks like you fucking nailed that. They're here all about. I don't. I found her. It's a pregnant lady who does sandwiches. I've not seen this lady. Seen the pregnant lady with sandwiches? I think that Sarah's just linked that in the Discord. I'm so unoriginal. Hot old Italian lady that makes gluten-free pasta, and girl, she's so insanely good at making pasta from scratch. Man, there's this hot girl that makes like she does like baking, and it's like from Minecraft and stuff, and she made like all the soups from Minecraft once. She's like super hot. You should go and watch her YouTube videos.
I heard a rumor that a castle was getting erected.
Yeah, no, it is. I'm just still yapping. We're an hour and a half in, and I'm yapping. I don't know who that is. I wonder who that is. But yeah, we will. She sounds cute. But yeah, no, I don't know. I think there's an alternate universe where I became a food influencer. Always one of those things that I'll do when I like get older. I don't know. I feel like there is a level of, I love talking about food, as we know. I love eating, as we know. This is that universe. No, Well, it could be in the future. I'm not a food influencer because I just talk about eating food, but like food content. Are we doing the King Castle? We will, yeah. Just pivot. Just pivot Minecraft to food. There's so many things I'm interested in, like, I love, but food is just a thing. Auntie Beck's kitchen. I need to be an aunt for that. I'll get my brother on that. Get my brother to lock in. So then I can become an aunt. I'm really enjoying yapping. We can yap and do King of the Castle. Sometimes I bake on stream. Just do more cooking and baking, and then it's just that. And then I make shorts of me eating. I think, no, when I say food influencer, not even cooking, I mean like eating. Like just going and eating things. Because then if you become a good food influencer, they give you free food. Which is like the coolest thing ever. I love free food. There's only one thing better than food, and it's free food. I'm such a free food, like, enthusiast. When I worked in an office, there was just one day where and I'm not shy about it either. There was one day where they had like a meeting scheduled, like an important, like a stakeholders meeting or something, I don't know, at the office, but then it got cancelled or postponed, but they'd already paid a local company to cater the meeting. And they had like a shit ton of sandwiches that weren't going to get eaten. And they literally were like, they sent an email and was like, hey guys, there's sandwiches in the break room that aren't going to be used. They're left over or they're not used. I'm up in 5 seconds. I have a little glance around. I'm seeing people see it and have a little glance around. I'm like, oh, I'm first. I'm first to the free sandwiches. I loaded up at about 3 of them and then just grabbed some free fruit. That was my lunch. And I was like, there's no such thing as a free lunch, except there is. There is. It's one of the fun perks of like being in content and stuff, is that sometimes when I'm like away or doing work, I get free food as part of that. And that's honestly, it's great. It's good. It's good for me. And yeah, and then people start following me. I'm happily the valiant soldier that gets up first. People get all fucking weird about like, oh, there's some free food in this other room, but I'm gonna wait until someone else. I'm the someone else. I will get up and eat that food first. I'm the one I will start, because I don't like it when everyone's been all over the food. Like, I'm not a huge buffet person. I don't like it when everyone's been sort of grabbing. In a buffet, at least there are like utensils for food. So, you know, like there's like a kind of like general level of courtesy. But obviously especially when it's like a potluck or a like free sandwiches, there's no decorum. No one has any like, there's no established manners of like how we're going to take this food safely without getting our hands all over the other food. So I'm going first because then I get first pick, especially as a veggie, limited options. I don't want to get like usurped by a meat eater eating my veggie food, because what the fuck. Also, yeah, if you eat meat and there's a shared food scenario and you eat and you take the veggie food and you know there's vegetarians, don't do that. You take that later when the vegetarians have eaten, okay? But yeah, I like to go first because otherwise I can see hands. You know what? I think a lot of you will agree with me here. Pizza. I like pizza. Pizza's a great sharing food. However, if it's not cut properly, you get the double-handed pizza grab where you can't take a slice without it and it's not torn. So then you see them grab the next slice to pull it away, which is absolutely fine. And it obviously makes sense. I hate seeing people do that. I hate it. And so I always try and be first. And yes, sometimes I have to do the tear because I have to get my slice. I hate seeing people do that. It's not, yeah, if it's someone that I'm like close to, don't care. And I generally know that they're hygienic people. You never know with people, right? But like, you know, if you know people, their friends, family, you can generally like know what their cleanliness level is. But like, but I'm like, yeah. And then like, honestly, guys, men just, they go to the toilet and then they just like, well, I didn't touch anything apart from your own willy. And then you don't wash your hands. And then you do the grab. The pizza a grab. Guys, I'm one of the good men. Thank you, Luke. You'd be surprised. I've seen with my eyes, guys. I'm not saying it's everyone, but it happens. It's definitely a thing. But yeah, and then you don't know, and they've gone in, and you're at like a shared like work situation. You don't know your colleagues' hygiene levels, and then you just see them do the little pizza split grab. You need to grab. You grab a slice, it doesn't come loose. You have to use your other hand to break the pot, but that means you've now touched another slice. No, it's not Rob either. I'm sorry, I'm just being clear here. Like just throwing him under the bus there by mentioning that. I just know that it happens. But like so I'm always first to the buffet. I'm first to the shared food. I'm there. I get first dibs. I don't have to worry about hand germs, you know, people breathing, coughing, sneezing over the food, because I'm there first and I'm hygienic, so I can take it and I know I'm safe, and everyone else can worry about me. Pokemon is smart. This is why I won the Ender Cup. That's what smart people do. But yeah, no, but I'm also a valiant soldier who goes to the buffet first, which allows the shyer people who don't want to be the first to go grab the food to also grab the food. I am a woman of the people. And the Christmas quiz on Christmas SMP. I've forgotten about that. I speak for those who can't. And also when this happened, I almost announced it. Like I was like, oh, there's free food. I get up like solidly quickly enough that like people around me noticed that I was getting up to go and get the free food. I was immediately accompanied by a friend. Like one of my colleague friends was like, yeah, no, he was like, I'm off. I'm going to go get this food too. Because he was also vegetarian or vegan. So he was like, I also want first dibs. But I was like, wow, guys, wow, that's crazy. Because I'm like, I'm going to get the food, guys. If you're wondering, I'm off to get the food. So I've now broken the seal and been the like greedy. I was spotted going for the free sushi at the Red Bull function in San Diego 5 times because I ate my dinner from the Nobu free sushi stand and was caught on stream doing that. I don't care. I have no shame in free food at all. I'm like, if free food's being offered to me, as long as, obviously I have enough shame in the sense of like, I don't take food that's for other people. I make sure that I'm not taking food that other people would have been eating, should have been eating. Like I generally don't take the last thing unless I've asked everyone if they want the last thing. Because I'm not last, I'm always first. But like, I don't have any kind of like qualms about being seen feasting upon the free food because it's there. And I'm like, and then the Nobu people were like, you're back. And I'm like, yes, I am. Yes, I am. More, please. And then other people don't feel just like uncomfortable about it, which is great. So, you want a medal? I did! I won a medal! Yeah. There you go. Winner. Trying to get the sponsorship. I guess I hadn't really thought about it, but yeah, and Nobu would be a great sponsor. Fuck, that would be awesome. I mean, how would you do it though? You'd have to go to Nobu, right? Me on all-inclusive, but oh yeah, on all-inclusive, of course. But like, you know, also like free samples. I wasn't used to the Costco free sample culture. I had to like, I was like, that one I was like, oh, okay. You know, what's the but then I was like, no, and then I ended up getting like loads of free samples. So, and that's the point. You're the people that are great at parties because you do that. Someone's got to be first. And I understand where you are. I used to be a wait for the first person to go get it. I am now the first person because I realize it's self-care. I get to eat the food that I want. I get all the best pick. We're going to play King of the Castle now. Riro, thank you so much for the gifty. The gifty. Oh my god, thank you. Matthew. Thank you. I just don't care anymore. Yeah, this is the thing. I think I conquered a lot of my anxiety and I realized that nobody cares. And in fact, that if you're, for things like that, when you're first to get the food, they actually want you to do it. Do Costco free samples for lunch? I did, I had some like, I went there and got focaccia. I care, that's fine. I don't care that you care. That's the real like conquering. This is the thing. There's like I if you don't know my law, I had like really bad social anxiety when I was younger, and there's like 2 stages. The first stage of overcoming it, which is kind of hard to do. Like this is not easy at all. It took me a long time, like a year. Years. No, not a year, years. And I still deal with some aspects of it. It never really, it hasn't really gone away entirely, but I'm very much mostly over it. One is that you do the first step is like, you have to kind of come out of like, people aren't really judging you. Nobody really is, people are generally concerned with themselves. And it's really hard to convince yourself that's the case, but it generally is the case. Like most people aren't really paying attention / they don't care what you're doing or what you look like or what you're up to. And if you have social anxiety, you're probably not doing anything particularly like unusual that would draw people's attention. That's step 1. Step 2 is that some people do care and they do notice, but you don't care that they care. That's what the ultimate goal. And I think, to be honest, streaming and content has done that for me. I basically got like forced through that bit because I had to, you know, there's at any point, and you do this, and that's okay. You could go through my VOD and get a really funny screenshot of me being like there, like in any sort of like facial expression at all. And you have done that. You put it in the Discord. I've seen them. So then I'm like, people are noticing me. This isn't like I'm hiding and nobody notices. People do notice that I might have like a freeze frame where I look silly, but then I'm like, I had to sort of just get over that. Like I had to just not care, because if I care, I can't stream. Have it essentially the level of I don't want to do it, but if my friends don't want to, then I suddenly can do it. That's fair. That's like quite like a selfless level of it. I also sort of fell into that for a while, in that like, yeah, if somebody was more scared than me, I would sort of do it to show them it was okay. I have a weird amount of your face screenshot. Thanks, guys. This is really helping. Like having people that, you know, personally seeing what you say and do constantly, you have to get over. Yeah. Yeah. Suddenly have 0 fear. Yeah, no, it's interesting. But yeah, you've got this, it's a 2-step thing. It's people don't care what you're doing. People don't care how you look. People don't care like what you're wearing, what you're saying, what you're doing. Like generally this is true. Then the other one is some people are nosy Parkers. All right? They're nosy Parkers. And they do notice. And it's often from a place from them of like their own insecurity and stuff. And it's like the second stage is that some people notice, and it's about like, you know, that they notice you, and or they may be like thinking about what you're doing, but you just genuinely don't care what they're thinking. And like a lot of it is just age, annoyingly. This was when I was in my teens, like late teens. I was really fucking bad for it. And then I just realized, I was like, wait, I could just be stupid. It's okay. And I did good therapy too. So therapy is also helpful. It's me. I'm noticing. Are you a nosy Parker, FedEx? I'm not saying like, oh, I did this all on my own. I went to therapy. I had a loving partner who helped me a lot. Shout out Rob. Okay, new dynasty. What are we doing for this one then? What are we doing for this King of the Castle? Are we doing anything particular, or am I just playing it? I won last time. Sir Beck won last time. I want to change what I look like. We need the extension. Oh, do I not have it on? Hold on. I forget I have to put that on. Activate. Yeah, there you go. Done. Okay, that should be on now. You can only win if you're I don't think so. Still know how to play this. Don't worry. It's just objectives based. Where do I put my camera for this? I forget. Where's the place for my camera? Is it down here, maybe? I don't remember. I think it might be down here. I'll have a look. That's a cool fit. Bottom left. Okay. That's a pretty sick fit. I might do that. I need to change my hair. I need glasses on. I'm doing me, I guess. I'm just going to do more me. This one. Yeah, that's me. I wish I could do... Oh, pink hair. I wish I could do, like, multiple colours, but, you know. Can't have it all. Do I have a crown on? Yeah. Queen Beck. Queen Beck. I'm Queen Beck. It's me, Queen Beck. I'm happy. I'm a smiley lady. There we go. Is this Becky? What? This is me. I'm being me here. I'm gonna do what I do. I think that's the eyes that I have. I guess the eyeliner is there. Still learning this game. Yeah, I mean, it's quite self-explanatory, roughly. Okay. Monarch name. Becchiamo.
Hope everyone is having a wonderful Pride
Yay!
month. Shout out to the gays.
Shout out to gays! Black Eyes Canary, thank you for the 100 biddies! Happy Pride! Cold water. Dynasty name? Becchiamob. Yeah. Play on Twitch. Yes. Yes, please. What regions do we want? I don't know what we did last time. Counts, okay. Okay, you can't all be on the counts. We did green, blue, yellow last time. Not red, okay, not red. Yellow, okay. And green, sure. We'll do that. We'll do those three. That's nice. Okay. That's all the colors I'm wearing basically as well.
Flag W.
Can't all be Donatello. Oh, yeah. So you want to do exclamation mark join. If you do if you have the game, you can choose what region you join. If you don't, that's fine. It'll just do it randomly. If you do join, and then you can put your pronoun in as well. So she, they, or he after the join. So then it'll have your pronouns. So I'll know how to refer to you. I'd appreciate if you do that. Thank you. Do a bit of that. You can play this whole game in just chat. You don't need anything. If you're on desktop, there is a extension that should pop up somewhere, like a extra button on the top, and that'll give you some information about what faction you're in and everything. Oh well, I forgot my pronoun. Well, I'll be they theming anyone that I think the just boost work here doesn't. Okay, we got 2020. That's pretty good. 2019 even. Some people die. It's just I read the story and then we play through. You guys overthrow me, okay? I'm not going to be trying massively hard to win here, because I did win last time, but we're going to have a good time with it. We're going to probably... I want to, like, pick the stupidest shit and see what happens, because I think sometimes it can, like, work in your favor. Okay. I'm going to begin the game. You can always join mid-game. It's not limited. If you are just joining, you can just do exclamation mark join. And you'll be added probably to yellow first, because they're down 1. Bang! Are they working on another one of these? Did someone say? Are they working on another game? That would be really cool. Let me make this a little smaller. Hello, it's me. I'm small down here. Okay. Coronation. So yeah, this is all voting. It'll tell you what to vote for on the screen. Your Majesty, I've scheduled your coronation to take place in a week's time. Should I be giving the orders now? Of course, Your Majesty, but delay any longer would make the nobles restless. That's you guys. You're the nobles. And when nobles get restless, they take their daggers and look for the nearest back. They wouldn't dare. I'm going to be a dick. I think I'm going to be a dick. Guys, I'm going to be a dick. You should pay more attention to your history books, Your Majesty. The nobles are always plotting something. As is tradition, the council will decide what happens at your coronation. What? But it's my coronation. Let's get this over with then, of course. This isn't an absolute monarchy, Your Majesty. Everything has to be run past a council vote. Even this. Dickiamon. You can't call me Dickiamon. You can't call me that. Surely not. Should we call the nobles in? Yeah. Dictator. Okay, this is a voting, so not yet. You vote, exclamation mark, vote A, B, C, or D. These are the stats that change. These are the stats that you can see. Right now, basically what will happen is each faction will get an objective number that you have to, so sometimes it's like raise the authority of the kingdom. Sometimes it's raise your own kingdoms, like your own areas, like farming or something. So you can choose whatever you like. I'm gonna veto throw me into the river because fuck you guys, you can't vote C anymore. A, B, or D. Because I'm a dick. Because I'm Dickumon. Do you want high treasury or low treasury? Doesn't matter right now. I would like a high treasury. You don't have any set objectives yet. Ah, so you're rinsing my money, I see. I should have probably just left the... Yeah, I should have probably left the river one. Yeah. That's what I get. Okay. Who's... Shoebox? Null and Void? Kit? Bladesmither? Geese? And Archer Wolf? You guys are kind of goated. To be fair, you are spending my money big time. But okay. He gives you... Oh, you guys get money. Okay. Invite foreign dignitaries to show off our wealth. Dignitaries arrive from all corners of Celeste Ath, and I think that's the whole map. And it's only appropriate you show off. A trained eagle drops a ruby-encrusted crown atop your head as you stand on a golden podium. Treasury is now 1,200. Oh, cool. The awed crowd includes such influential figures as the Dukes of Sal, the Princes of Tavalin, and even a pearl bearer from Atesh. Lucrative trade deals are struck at the evening's feast. Trade is up for all of you, and some of you get more money as well. Only the Grand Pensionary of Kurth is not in attendance. The Republic, after all, is fundamentally opposed to the very concept of monarchy. All right. Losers. Council introduction. Now that you're the queen, your first duty is to meet with the Council of Nobles. You nobles hail from all across the kingdom. The desolate east, the wealthy desolate east. Fuck you guys. Like, what? The desolate east, the wealthy coast, and the scorching south. East. An honor to finally make your acquaintance. Hello, lazy nuggets. Great your acquaintance, your grace. May you escape the doom that befell your predecessor. Okay, bit of a threat there. Not even veiled. Patrician Zhao SP. A pleasure, your esteemed highness. Oh, I should change my category. Sorry, just give me one sec. I'm just locked in a second. King of the castle. Okay. Pleasure, esteemed highness. I hope to see our kingdom prosper and grow wealthy under your reign. And then solar rays. That's a good country because it's literally a sun. You're in the right country. May the ninth god bless your reign, your majesty. I trust you will conduct yourself with honor and faith. And with that, the introductions are done. The council hall immediately fills with raised voices as the nobles argue with each other and demand your favor. Guys, it's basically chat. You sigh and sit back. Is this what the council is like? No wonder your father told you to avoid the throne at all costs. Yes, it was a threat. Watch your back. Okay, all right. Path to victory. So this is Celeste Ath, I think. Like all of us together. Spymaster, your majesty. When you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you? Oh, shit. Military. The warrior queen is sure to be remembered fondly if she wins more battles than she loses. Zooey mama, I like your buzzard. I suggest over the next few years you focus on improving the kingdom's overall military as much as possible. Okay. I'm gonna lock in. Once you have an heir, I will return to discuss how your ambition is progressing. Good luck, your majesty. Okay, great. End season. Scheme counts. Okay, purples lock in. Fran of the Ryugasta dynasty, sinister reformed cultist, leans delicately on a podium, speaking in a melodious voice. My fellow counts, in ancient is Ryugasta's child? The East was its own proud kingdom. We can bring back those days of glory, but not while the false Queen Beckymon wears the crown. Okay, this is just for the purples. Just for purple. I'll get your list up. It's all of you lot over here, if you can see that. You've got a vote. Exclamation mark vote. This is a vote now. Go vote. Purple's vote. vote quick too. I'll give it extra time. Don't worry. I'll let you have extra time. These are all of you lot. If you're purple, you can vote for one of these things. This is basically what your goal overall will be. I'll give you guys extra like 20 seconds. Okay, I'll stop there. Especially get extra time on tests. Okay. 11 sorcery goal, raise authority. Counts plan to make a bargain with a wizard. These immortal spellcasters seldom get involved in political squabbles, but perhaps if the queen was considered a threat to their autonomy. To advance their scheme, the counts must raise authority to 5 or more in 2 seasons. It's 5 now, so you've already done it. You just gotta not let it go lower. So now if you have further, further voting, you want to make sure that you maintain this authority. Okay, yellows, this is you lot, lock in. Seraphina of the Demon Froggy lineage, eccentric southern firebrand, stands bathed in sunshine, speaking softly. A false pretender occupies the throne while my claim is ignored. Grandees of the South, this is a stain on our honor. We must not allow it to go unanswered. Okay, voting is open. What scheme should the Grandees pursue to overthrow the new queen and place their preferred claimant, Seraphina, on the throne? Yellows, start voting. You can choose what goal you have, your scheme. Like what you've got a goal, what number you got to mess with. These are your numbers, and these are the kingdom's numbers. Can't lie, to be bald when this hot is goated. Having my dad's balding though, he would get like sunburn big time on his head. Big sunburn head. He'd get a really red head. A witch hunt. Okay, so they went for, so there's a wizard. One of you lot is like endorsing a wizard, and the other ones are doing a witch hunt. You not wear a hat? Well, no, not that time. And now he has done that. Okay, you guys voted for witch hunt. There's all sorts of heresy in the capital, and the Grandees intend to expose it. First, they must ensure the South is beyond reproach. To advance their scheme, the Grandees must be in the region with the highest faith in 3 seasons. That is currently also true. You guys are just picking the ones that are also already true. So you have to have the highest faith out of all of them. Okay. Nerva of the Dozer Dog 99 family, eccentric coastal rapscallion, scribbles with a well-used quill on a hardwood desk, speaking calmly. Fellow patricians of the coast, my claim to the throne is far more legitimate than that of Queen Beckymont. Shut up. Something must be done. No, maybe not. Greens, this is you. Vote. You can choose how you're going to take the throne. You could just give up if you wanted. Consider it. So yeah, lowering authority. If you pick C, that will make it that you're fighting purple directly, which is probably not the best idea. The greens not. I'll give them time. Don't worry. You'll get more time. More greens. Start voting. Get voting, greens. The Green Party. Okay. Okay, you want to raise stability then. The greens are a bit fractured. Sometimes it's just not the best one. Unless I'm unbelievably locked in, I just can't. Yeah, it's just fun to just vote things though, you know. It's okay to be a chaos agent. I allow it. The patricians plan to hold, if every like faction is locked the fuck in, I will lose. So it's actually helpful if people just sometimes vote randomly, like the chaos of chat. If you're all like role playing hard and locking in and picking the perfect options, like I will just definitely lose. There has to be a level of like issues. I beat you last time because there was some, like, you guys were fractured. Came out of tech rehearsal. Hi, Mr. Whiskers. How you doing? The patricians plan to hold the queen hostage in her own palace. Dude, I did the COVID lockdown. I mean, I don't mind that. First, they must lull the spy master into a false sense of security. To advance their scheme, patricians must raise stability to 5 or more in 4 seasons. It is already... You already have all reached your goals. That's what's happening. How the nobles choose to vote is... I like that. I think that's fun. The Honor Guard, let's do it. High Inquisitor, good news, your majesty, I have received a vision. I saw you bathed in holy light, blades and missiles crumbling to dust before they could reach you. You do not need to recruit an Honor Guard, and the Ninth God will shield you from all harm. I've never seen the Ninth protect someone from a sword through the chest. You need tangible guards, your majesty. Well, to be fair, I should really marshal because, like, I'm trying to go for military victory, right? Okay. Oh, wait, I always pick the battle nuns. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna pick the battle nuns again. The nuns. Defiance and faith. Okay. You're all a bit defiant. I don't care. Pierce nuns. Foolishness. Do you not trust in the protection of the Ninth? This kingdom grows more faithless by the day. Dude, I literally am faithful. Don't lower our faith. The battle nuns arrive at the palace a few weeks later. They nod to you silently, their solemn steel mask betraying nothing before filing into formation behind your throne. Fuck your Ninth. Okay. Just pirates. Pirates. Noble patrician DJ Amy 4. You must do something about the pirates that I've seen plaguing the coast's ocean trade routes. I lost a whole shipment of fine silks. And they killed the crew, of course, who won't be cheap to replace. Well, yeah, and they're dead. Like, those poor people's families. Okay, I can't pay the pirates. This is a military gamble. I remember in Yellow last time he was saying, by the 9th. Okay, you guys can pick... take one off the table, but that would mean only one. I mean... let's just start it. I don't think it matters massively for me. Checking my door. Oh, sorry, my door doesn't like fully shut in here, so yeah. See, it makes DJ lose more money. 6 seconds. Okay, I think we're going for A, guys. I think we're going for A with the gambling, okay? What happens? Over the next few months, the Patrician Navy systematically hunts down every last pirate ship in the Ghost Sea. We succeeded it. Defiance is down for the coast. Military's weak. Why? Why is the military weak? Because they killed some? Trade is dominant. Soon enough, the ocean is safe once again. Up and down the coast, dead pirates can be found swinging gently from the trees. Ew, weird. Okay, the ads are going to start in a sec, so we're going to take a sec and keep yapping. The ads are on. Subscribers. This one's for you. I don't know how to play the game. What's the purple one? Purple is authority stay high. Authority needs to be up. But it's already high enough. Everyone, all of you have all hit your goals already by default. You don't need to change anything. You kind of want to keep it as is. What's for us? Yellow. Your faith has to stay higher than the others' faith. 5 or higher authority for purple, and then green is 5 or higher stability. Yep, yep. Yep, yep, yep. I love this game, guys. Let's take down bacon. Oh, don't. Consider it. Maybe don't do that. Weather or food this time? I know I just talked about America as well a lot. Throw her in the river. Please. You actually didn't do that because I vetoed it, but then that cost me shit tons of money, so I should have let you. It's actually a sleeper option because it doesn't affect anything stats-wise. All the others cost me money. I watched a bunch of British people in Chicago yesterday. Dream holiday. What's the dream holiday? Where did the maid outfit come from? Eloise just brought a box full of costume bits. She was like, if anyone wants to touch these, go ahead. And I just thought it was funny. Should have taken a shower after. I don't think they have showers in this era, canonically. I'm trying to think how I want to do, like, I kind of want to do, like, a sort of loose... I know that Owen was playing D&D with his chat on this subathon. I kind of want to do a more structured version of that. Like, but I'm trying to figure out, like, how we do that in a cohesive way, where it's not just the loudest people playing D&D with me. I don't know how I'll ask him how he went about it, but I'm thinking, yeah, polls is important, but like that also sort of takes away the sort of like choice, like the kind of ultimate choice thing. People debate, we get to roll the dice. Chatters that decide, like, if you have multiple characters in the party, would it be like stupid to try and like split people into groups? I don't know, to like group of each character, or like, I don't know, like, it's poll based, except like if you, I don't know, gift 5 subs, you get to like add an option to the polls or something. I don't know, or get a vote, get like a deciding vote to try and like slow that down. I don't know. That's pay to win, yeah, but you know, make a Discord stage. Yeah, but then on stream, it's always a bit risky if I'm putting people onto the stream. No pay to win. It's not really pay to win because it's D&D, so I can just decide you don't win. Like, I can... it's not pay to win, it's D&D. Like, a dice roll's a dice roll, but a choice could have any kind of, you know, thing. And I don't think it would happen enough that, like, most of the time it wouldn't be a poll. Pay to sway options. They win by getting the vote. Well, yeah. I'd rig the dice. I'll have to see, like, what the best way of doing it would be. But I would like to try it. Oh, we're done with ads. Sorry, we'll play a game. Okay. Hordling attack. What the heck is a hordling? Grandy professional gnome. Your Highness, I'm ruined. Hordlings have occupied my vineyard. And I've driven my staff away. What's a hordling? Grubby little creatures like fat babies with claws. Hard to kill. Fire is the only way to get rid of them permanently. Whatever you do, you should do it soon. They're eating all of my grapes. Maybe I'm a hordling. Why can't your fellow grandees help out? My plight is of no interest to them. I have no time for petty problems such as these. I'm a dick. Remember. Oh, So fuck you, professional gnome. You lost all your money because all of the hordlings ate your fucking grapes. My grapes. Yeah, no, sorry. Well, no, I'm not sorry. Oh my god, you died. Oh my god, you fucking died. Why did you die? You just died as well? Why did it just be like, and you died also? So, like, they ran out of money, lost the vineyard, and they died. They just died. You died. You died. Surely this one come back to bite you later. Yeah. Yeah, you died. So, you know, your kid is... So, but in that time, you managed to have a child, so congrats. Professional Gnome 2 has joined the council. Sorry. We will avenge you. Okay. Okay, this is an auction thing. Basically, you guys all have money. You are very rich, so, you know. You can basically go, !fund, right? And then you can pick a building, any A, B, C, D, E, or F, pick a letter, and then the third one is the number of money that you want to pledge to it, right? This is the top money. These are sort of everyone's. I think most people you either have 1,300 or if you joined after 1,000. Apart from Professional Gnome who has 0, because they're bankrupt. So yeah, everyone's got a fair amount. You basically have to fund the buildings that will help you. Okay, some of you can't read it. Move chat, yeah. Some of you can't like it might not be best for some of you to do a fund at all. It hasn't started yet. Can't see my money. You're on the screen. Yeah. You're 1,300. Most people 1,300. Okay, right. I'm gonna press start. So !fund, a letter, and then a number. And this will be the effect that it has. So if it helps you, then do that. Okay. I'm gonna let you guys figure that out. Usually I help. Bam, 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 bam. F screws back over. Yellow Fundy. Fake news. Fake news. None of this can touch me. I am untouchable. This is an absolute monarchy. You got 10 seconds-ish. E and A are currently winning. The library, which makes stability go up. That would help the greens. Fucking hell, you guys are putting a lot of money. You guys know you lose all the money you put in, right? You put like 7k in both of those. And the cathedral, which makes faith go up. That makes sense. F just messes me up. Okay. Okay. Finding a spouse. Right. It's Pride Month. I am a dick, but it is Pride Month. So I've been busy. Better find the time. Women. It's Pride Month. We can't be out here going from, man. Most influential noble families in the kingdom. Let's see what they have to offer. I've always had a wife in this thing. Apparently something has escaped from the cellars of Roger Rogers Castle. I've asked for an eyewitness report from a local peasant. Hello, Toby? Hello, your majesty. No, it actually looks more like Max, really. It was a right unholy sight. A monster stitched together from parts dug up from the village cemetery. I recognize my Aunt Edna's earlobes. Bring me Conte Roger. Roger, what have you been doing? This creature is my life's work, your highness, and my son. His escape was regrettable. He just wanted to see the village up close. Rest assured, I've chained him up far more securely in my dungeon to ensure this won't happen again. It's too late for that, Conte. I think it's Conte. Conte. It's Italian, isn't it? You and your unholy creation must be burned. You and your unholy creation must be burned. It's the only way to cleanse the world of your evil. Okay. Right. This is for you guys. So, burn both Roger and their monster. If it counts, you should not be voting for this. Burn the monster, but let the Conte live. The monster may live as long as it stays imprisoned. Free the monster. Yeah, I'm going to set it that it's anonymous. So, we can unset it. Okay. Anonymous. And these are what happens when you vote those things, all right? D for the bit. No, I'm not going to stop you. So you can vote exclamation mark vote. I can't see who's voted what. So D is really funny, guys. Please. So, wow, you guys want to burn the fuck out of them both. Why? That's his son. It's Roger's son. Guys. You should release it for the bit as well. Oh, the vote D is going up. Stability. Oh, don't be boring. Let it go. I'll give it an extra 10. See if there's any more D voters. Free him. Free him. They call the cries from the town. Free him. Oh, there's 5 in it. There's 5 in it. Man, I don't think we're gonna get it. I think it's not gonna work. Okay, well, we're gonna burn them both then, I guess. Burn them both. Well, sorry, Roger. They'll vote to kill you. Burn us if you wish, you fools. I was on the verge of defeating death itself. You're burning your own savior. Oh, defiance has gone up by 3 in the coast. In the counts. The east, I mean. Conte, Roger, and the hideous creation are burned together at dawn, clutching each other's hands. See, it's sad. The common folk declare... the common folk celebrate that the ninth justice is done. Stability's gone up by 2. It's quite high now. Faith is high. But, like, the defiance is also quite high. Roger has died. Roger 2 has joined the council. Welcome back, Roger. The deceased. The elderly Countess Iolanda, a cousin many times removed of Conte the lesbian. No, died in her sleep last week. She was nearly 90, would you believe? And why are you telling me this? She was very wealthy, Your Majesty. But she could have spent more time on her accounts. She died without a will, and the nobles are scrabbling for her estate. Oh, wait, you look awesome. Countess the lesbian. Countess Iolanda was my relative. I wrote to her at least once a year. Of course the estate should be mine. My sick beard. Out of my swamp. My late great-grandfather used to play backgammon with her. He swore she intended to leave it to our family. By the blood of the dead, that's a pitiful claim. Okay. Give the estate to Conte the lesbian. Give the estate to Lady Patrician out of my swamp. Redistribute the estate among the eastern peasants. Claim the estate for the treasury. I'm going to take this one away, so you either fight yourselves or you give it to me. Okay. Vote A, B, or D if you'd like for where this estate goes. I'd like it. Prism. Noted. Stuffies. Noted. Yellows, you should vote for D. Just you ally with me, yellow. Yeah, that's right. We're not doing well. The lesbians winning. The purples are more, I think the purples have the strongest unity. Also, it's Pride Month and it's the lesbian. Okay. Well, I appreciate all 7 of you that voted to give me the money back. Good to know. Good to know. Wait, Mythic, I saw you down here. Did you change your fucking... Oh, no, you're there. No, never mind. It's fine. Okay, vote's closed. We're giving it to the lesbian. Lady Patricia in my swamp shakes her head, muttering with her friends about favoritism in the council. I mean, it is actually the lesbian's relative. You know, at the end of the day, as much as like you weren't particularly good about being a good relative. That is actually like the best claim, surely, right? You know. Okay, Defiance is cordial, but the Conte the lesbian and other counts are delighted. They even send you and the treasurer a gift basket as a token of their appreciation. Ah, we got some money. You got loads of money. Defiance is now insolent. Thanks, guys. Lesbian, you have a lot to like auction if we do an auction. Nothing's written down against the family of the government. Well, yeah, and that's family. Recruiting a wizard. Okay, lock in, purple. In the east, Conte Giscemi stands on the ramparts of the castle, watching a flock of bats pass before the moon. Suddenly, the bats swirl and begin to merge, coalescing into a black-clad figure. Suitably dramatic, I trust. Pestia, okay. Now, why did you want to meet me? If this isn't good, I'll give you a case of boils so hideous it'll make your own mother disown you. Wait, she is bad. Fuck's sake. I thought we might have a common goal. The Queen has been overstepping her bounds recently, hasn't she? I literally haven't. I've literally been chilling. Well, the Queen's Watch did order a quarantine recently. Killed off a highly unique strain that I would have enjoyed watching sweep the populace. My bad. Fine, I'll help if you take care of the bees for me. Did you say bees? Oh, the fucking bees. Oh, we've had this before. Yes, on this plane they're simple insects, but in the apiary, the world of dreams and magic, they're powerful and intelligent. Call themselves the dreams of being. They have an innate fondness for royalty and sometimes protect monarchs from magical interference, but they won't harm non-magical folk beyond the occasional sting, so you can deal with them. For the next stage of their scheme, the counts must lower all regions' combined farming to 14 or less in 4 seasons. Right now, farming is 17. You gotta be getting that farming down, all right? Farming down. Your farming's the highest, so you gotta lock in on your own farming, really. It's a hard one. That's a hard one. Okay. Do I tax anyone? I think everyone's pretty chillin'. The patricians invest wisely in wine exports, making 500 wealth. The other nobles gain 200 wealth. The lesbians are the richest here because of the state. Yeah, you know what, greens? I'm gonna grab some of that because I want it. Thanks. Okay, eligible options. Let's review. I found 3 potential matches for you. 1 eligible young woman from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. Choose wisely, you'll be securing a powerful alliance. But the thing is, you guys don't like me, so it doesn't matter. I'm poor. Okay. Yes, I know. Mother leads you to the Great Hall where she's arranged 3 portraits on easels. I don't get to meet them. There's no time for sentiment. You just need a match that fits your station and suits your political needs. This is Desdemona, the eldest daughter of the Eastern Another Kettle dynasty. Forgive the snooty expression. I'm sure that's caused by an errant brushstroke. Spends most of her time with a fencing master, mastering the blade. Oh, she's kind of awesome then. I've heard rumor that she's training herself for some epic confrontation with an old rival. Oh, intriguing. We have Camilla, the wealthy heiress to noble patrician Bloody Ollie's estate. She wasn't originally the heiress, but her elder sister had an unfortunate accident. Okay. I like the first one the most. Her interest is typically the coast, money, and making more of it. Unfortunately, she's quite bad at it. All the business deals, you're not selling her very well. And finally from the South Bologna, the eldest daughter of the Black Eyes Canary lineage. See that scar? She got that in a duel. She's always challenging people over some slight. The only thing she cares for is her faith, which she places above all worldly concerns. Despite that, though, she's said to have collected sins like a soldier collects medals. Don't like the look of her. I'm gonna go with... Wait, Desdemona? Yeah, she's awesome. She has a sword and shit. That's sick. I've made my decision. Yeah, I just wanted to pick the best one. You guys are mad at me. I don't care. Purple's kind of crazy. I think they're going to win. Unfortunately, they're kind of getting good luck on everything. Rude is my daughter not good enough? Yeah, low-key, no. Low-key, no. Your Majesty, the Archduke of Sal has invited...
Good enough.
The Archduke of Sal has invited you to his... Thank you for 100 bits, by the way. To his forthcoming wedding. But you can't bribe me. His forthcoming wedding. Your attendance would help shore up relations between our 2 great nations. God above. Great nation? The Isle of Sal is nothing more than a nest of pirates and cutthroats. Enderhats, you got stuff to say. And null and void. I heard that it isn't a proper marriage anyway. The Archduke is marrying a fish. Okay. The groom is a fin folk, one of the denizens of the sea, perfectly sapient and actually amphibious. Okay, who married a fish? What is this? What is that? What's that movie? What's that movie? Sound of something? Well, the church doesn't agree with a man marrying a fish. Okay, High Inquisitor, actually take a day off. We mustn't legitimize this fast by allowing the Queen to attend. Shape of Water, that's the one. I'll go there. Feels like Empire Season 1 with Joel as his characters. You should go to A. Yeah, the yellows are gonna want C. Don't let them. Good, very good. Yeah. Lock in votes. Sorry, yellows, you're on your own, lads. You're on your own. It's only you that want faith to go up. Sorry. Maybe against the yellows. I want to go to the wedding. It sounds fun. Fishy wedding. I like fish. 3 and... Wilhelm, Somewhat Voguish, Box Fox, and Prism. There you go. You guys can condemn them now. I will tell on them. Excellent. The wedding is scheduled for next year. I'll inform the Archduke that you were delighted to attend. Humph. This kingdom is sliding into madness. When it's announced you'll be attending the wedding, the grandees are naturally scandalized. But the peasants, sentimental as ever, are in favor of your decision. Public opinion turns against the overly strict church. Uh-oh. It's fine, though, because you're still the highest. Okay. A risky wager. Noble patrician Inflamora Notoris. That's a cool name, I just can't say it. Hold on to your masks, hats, and other accessories, everyone. Grandy Demon Frog is about to lose a huge amount of money. Uh-oh. We bet our life savings on a boat race around the coast, and I am sure to win the day. So sure, in fact, that I petitioned the council to officially sponsor my voyage. What kind of boat will you have? My best trireme? I don't know. It's tiny, but that's the point. It'll nip around all those deadly reefs. They're talking rubbish, your holiness. Demon, I think you're American, but my caravel will beat Inflamora Notorious' old boat. The ninth will bless my path. If you sponsor anyone, sponsor me. Well, I can't pick. Oh my god, guys, I can't afford that. I can't afford it. You guys can pick. You guys pick it. The counts have no skin in this game. They can choose to ally with either. Yellow has been underfunded, so you know. Oh, or you could just try to support anyone, I guess. Oh, it's tied. Oh, it's tied. It's tied here. That's crazy. Wait, I'm gonna shut my eyes and give it 15 more seconds. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I haven't seen. Oh, okay. Okay, who is this? Daisy and Above the Stars are like, I don't want any of that shit, man. The fuck-ass counts have done it again, man. Is that a caterpillar? Oh, no, I thought it was a caterpillar. It's a bird. Okay. What? Are you really so cheap? Yes, I am. Excitement builds as merchants and tourists flock to the starting town. Soon, both boats embark on their journey. They look very small and flimsy against the vast ocean backdrop. Your Serene Highness, I understand you elected not to sponsor the competitors, but surely you have a sense that one will outdo the other. Would you fancy a small wager, Erin? Why are you gambling with the Queen? What sort of wager are you talking about? A mere trifle for you, your August Majesty. Your wisdom is known by all, so naturally you have great fortune. Yeah, all right. Where should you place your bet? A draw. A draw. How much you like to... Oh, not much. Not much. Okay. What happens? Oh, we don't know. Okay. Erin just comes over and goes, wanna have a little bet on there, you know? Great. Okay, end season. In a picturesque castle overlooking the southern city of Mayrona, two grandees lie back to enjoy the sun. Praise be. Whispers of our plan have reached the peasants, and they are in an uproar. They call for the sins of the queen to be laid bare. I already have leads on information from inside the palace that we can use against the queen. It's only a matter of time. Stuffish. We have the High Inquisitor on our side, but we must also sow dissent among the other regions. We won't succeed alone. For the next stage of our scheme, the grandees must raid other regions' defiance to be a combined total of at least 8. Or ensure another region begins a rebellion in 3 seasons. So you, Yellow, you've got to get everyone else pissed off. You've got to pull everything else to get pissed off. It's currently not there, I don't think, because you have to combine the other 2. It's at 6 right now, yeah. So you need to get the other 2 regions up. Oh, I don't want to do that. That feels rude. +1 stability of more than 50% of the nobles. I don't really care about stability. I'm good with what I have. Bribe us with what fucking money? I mean, I have a bit of money. Shady business. Screens, lock in. Grandy Wilhelm the guy. Your Highness, I'm sure you'd be very concerned to hear the letter I had from Grandy Demon Froggy. Erin? Okay. I'm sure you don't need to worry about that, Your August Majesty. Let's move on to a different vote. How about... Nay, I will speak. Demon Froggy writes, we are practically nose to nose, but while my crew was busy rowing, I saw a coastal ship sneaking into a sheltered bay. Erin. 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 I hate to speak ill of the patricians, but it looked very much like smugglers avoiding the capital's import fees. This is preposterous. Hearsay and gossip, nothing more. Okay. Levy a fine on the patricians. Punish the patricians and reward Granny Demon Froggy for alerting the treasury. The patricians are merely being innovative and entrepreneurs. The smugglers are obviously skilled. Hire them for the spy master. Okay, I'm gonna veto the one that loses me all my fucking money, and I'll leave the rest to you guys. Go. You're not getting many chances of level farming. Guys, I have not getting many chances to raise fucking military either. Like, I haven't really been able to. There's not many. Sometimes it just falls like that. Like, you have a goal, but you just don't, even if you would, like, you're hitting it perfectly, you just don't get to do it because it doesn't give you the option to, like, raise it by much. And that's just how it works. You just gotta keep playing, and then you'll win sometimes. They're just good at their job. Who's this? Stuffies. Okay. Oh. Patricians are green. Finally, some good sense from the council. The grandees aren't happy, of course, but the patricians are delighted, and their smuggling only grows more blatant from that point on. Trade is now monopoly. Guys, your trade is crazy. Yes, get fucked, Yellow. Hang on, he's sniffing. Reports come in suggesting that Inflamora Notoris's progress is improving. Could it be that smugglers are helping them? Who knows? The race continues onwards. You forgot who you were, that's fair. Continues onwards. You wait to hear more from the competitors. Okay, the race is quite long then. An island rises. Oh, God. Is it the fucking crabs? Ender hats. Your Majesty, something most strange has occurred in the Ghost Sea. A new island has risen halfway between our shores and the Isle of Sal. The Finfolk raised it... Sorry if you can hear a dog, by the way. The Finfolk raised it from the depths using their weird ocean magic. It's true, Your Majesty. The Finfolk raised the island to celebrate the marriage of their prince to the Archduke of Sal. They will gift it to him on the day of the ceremony. That's awesome. This is terrible news. That island is of immense strategic importance. We can't let it fall into Salish hands. Oh. Oh, okay. I can't pay a wizard. What is it? Why is it always pay the fucking wizard? Oh, you should do this. What? I can't veto. Oh my god, shit. I don't... Oh my god, okay. Right, well, you guys can... I seduced the prince? No. Surely don't make me do that. You guys can pick. I can't veto it. That's it. I can't afford to buy a wizard again. They keep offering. They're like, oh, there's a wizard you could pay. There's a wizard. Oh, okay. Well, I think I'm going to have to go and flirt with the prince. This is straight seduction, dude. Right, okay, I've got... Capital idea. What? No way. Well, you're unattached. You'd make a far better match this Finfolk prince than the Archduke of some rainy little island. If I must... Very well. I'll seduce the sexy fish man. We all admire his sacrifice, Your Majesty. Okay, he'd better be sexy. Preparations begin for your clandestine visit to one of the Finfolk's undersea villages. Your chancellor has heard of magic reeds that allow the bearer to breathe underwater, but such a thing will take weeks to track down. At least that gives you the time to prepare for your underwater visit and to buy some waterproof roses. Sounds like something I'd say. All right. If he ain't Leng, oh, he'd better be. Oh my god, I'm about to get married. Wait, I'm a scandal. Oh no, she's... Oh... Your wedding to Desdemona is naturally the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike travel from across the realm to attend. For a week and a day, the capital is one giant party. Feels like you're the only one not taking part. Instead, you're getting ready for the ceremony. Soon enough, you're standing in St. Bertrand's Cathedral with Desdemona at your side. I know. God, it's bad. Primar's bad. But you guys voted it. Do you take this woman as your lawfully wedded wife? Yeah. And I pronounce you queen and wife. After the wedding, of course, there's a feast, and after the feast, a dance, and at the feast, your new wife, Desdemona, delivers a long, rambling speech that puts everyone to sleep. No, she's not boring. Okay, yeah, Spilly's doing good. Get away, gone. Oh, fuck, yeah, you guys are gone. The defiance is so bad. They're so low. I mean, good for me. By the time you find yourself alone with Desdemona, it's past midnight. You never felt more tired. What a wonderful occasion that was. A shame we had to see all those filthy peasants lining the streets on the way to the cathedral. Back in the East, our guards would know how to deal with that rabble. You better get used to life in the capital. I suppose I'd better. Oh, is she kind of horrible? She's not for the paws. Okay. What did you think when you saw me? Well, of course, I thought you looked radiant. Oh, that's nice. Desdemona immediately changed the topic to talk about something she's more interested in. Well, I'm a champion fighter. Never been beaten in hand-to-hand combat. Each of my fingers is a kill count, actually. Ratbeck, hello. That's so interesting. It is, isn't it? Anyway, to continue on the subject. You gently fall asleep to the sound of Desdemona droning on about herself. Oh, she's boring. I hope that fishman is interesting and hot and sexy. Okay, I think we're done on this one. Anchored a few miles from the sunny coast, Lord Patrician Chilled has invited his closest confidants aboard his yacht. Oh god, you got a yacht, all right. Our plans are going better than expected. The spymaster thinks all is well in the kingdom. Thanks to her lack of hope. Thanks to her lack of attention, I made a fortune selling weapons to the Ashmedian Empire, even though it's forbidden. Wow. You got a yacht! Things are proceeding better than I ever imagined. Our next step is to replace the Palace Watch with our own agents. Oh, what the fuck? Indeed, the honor guards are incorruptible, but the Watch are another story. If the Queen can't pay them, they'll look for money elsewhere. Are you going to try and nab my fucking... You guys are trying to get me poor. Okay, right. You have to take $450 off me. You got to lower it to $1,500 in less than 2 seasons. That's... or less in 2 seasons. These upstarts saying they have a right to your throne. No doubt the nobles are scheming to crown their region's preferred claimant. Okay, so you're 2 out of 3 through. I think somebody's won. Somebody's winning. Visiting the Finfolk. Let's do it. Come on, sexy fish man. The Finfolk send a stagecoach made from a giant clam pulled by seahorses. You equip your magic breathing reed and hop inside. Hi, Cam. The clam carriage plunges back beneath the waves and you're whisked down into the murky depths. A few hours later, you arrive at an undersea citadel of kelp-woven huts. Their prince meets you at a grand table formed of knotted coral. Tiny Finfolk spawnlings swim around your legs as you sit. Whoa! Wait, he is kind of a sexy fish man. We can work with this for sure. Okay, sick. Okay, greetings, Your Majesty. We're honored to have such a prestigious visitor. Let's get down to business. Of course we must be swift. I know these magic reeds only provide a certain amount of air. The chance didn't mention anything like that. You try not to let your panic show. Oh shit, am I gonna drown here? So here to discuss my betrothal to Archduke Shomo and the island I'm giving him as a dowry. More like fine folk, am I right? A wooga. Whoops, I just dropped a big bag of pearls. Could you pick them up for me? Wait, shit. This new island could cause a war between your future husband and I. Fuck me. Okay. Which one out of these two? I think fine folk. Your clumsy attempt to seduction is beneath the dignity of your office. I'm to be married soon, remember? I'm no one. No! Fuck! I fucked it up! No! I said a wooga! No! I said a wooga to the fish man! Fuck. Your clam coach spirits you back to the surface. As you wade onto the beach, you gasp for breath. Air never tasted so good. So how did it go, Your Majesty? Did you successfully seduce the fish man? I tried, but didn't go well. Well, that's a shame, I suppose. Send him to me. I've still got sword lesbian wife. She's a little boring, though. Chancellor listens intently as you describe your conversation with the Finfolk prince. Most unfortunate, Your Majesty. The wedding will go ahead after all. At least you tried. Oh. Noble overboard. Erin, Your Serene Highness, we've had a message from Grandy Demon Froggy. I was indulging in some grog with the crew one evening and inadvertently fell into the water. Nice. Obviously, I survived thanks to a group of passing Finfolk who dragged me from danger, but they won't return me to my boat without payment. Of course, you'll pay the ransom, Your Highness, won't you? What? No, that was your fault. You did that. Send southern troops to rescue Demon Froggy. That's just gonna kill my troops and my military will go down, bro. I need it up. Okay. Yellow, you're gonna need to go A, I think. Or C. Oh, wait, I can veto C. I don't want to pay. Fuck that. Fuck that. Nothing about I know. Sorry. It's just luck of the draw of, like, what gets pulled. Kind of close. Doom, boom. Ba-doom, boom. Yeah, what do we got? We got A. No paying. Okay. Yeah, fair. Crazy Yellows don't want to save their guy. They just want the Defiance up. Okay. It might go up a lot. The patricians rejoice as noble patrician informatorious boat sails on ahead. Defiance is loyal. Defiance is down. Oh, okay, yeah. The grandees are few. Oh, it's you guys get angrier. So it wasn't actually it was actually bad for the Yellows. That was I mean, I guess. That's so funny. Grandees are furious. Demon Froggy's boat sits becalmed as the crew and Finfolk stand off. Eventually, the Finfolk slip beneath the waves, dragging a wailing Grandee Demon Froggy with them. Their child takes over the crew and vows to sail to victory in their demon, you're dead. You'd fucking drown. You died. Guys, maybe Yellows, you should, like, work with me instead. Because otherwise the others win. And, like, that would suck, right? Okay, Demon, you're fucking dead now. But your kid's gonna carry on. Countess Sarabo stumbles into your throne room. Sarah, what are you doing? Sarah, you're bald. In a frenzy, nursing a bloody nose. Your Highness, my hair's fallen off. Your queen consort is out of control, completely unhinged. Why I think she's broken my nose. That's kind of hot that she did that. Apologies, Sarabo, but you were insulting my parents. No, real. I only spoke the truth. Regardless, you were the one who escalated to violence. I demand recompense for my injury. No, girl. Sarah, you got punched in the face by my wife and you're bald. She punched all your hair off. She's not even here. Okay. Enough of this pettiness. What? Why can't I say that? Hello? I can't. Perhaps you should vote on it. Okay, Yes, I'm sure my fellow council will be equally disgusted by Desdemona's brutish behavior. I don't know about that. Guys, don't fucking do this. You guys got count. Is it just count? I think it's everyone. My wife, someone snatched her wig. My wife, she was being rude. Sarah was being rude. And my wife, okay, that'll, by the way, Yellows, that will make Defiance go up for purple. So just saying. Just saying. Oh shit, but green is gonna, okay. Guys. Don't let green have this. Wait, why are purples? This is good for you. Oh wait, no, yeah, because my wife's purple too. This is inviting. So it should be split. The meta. We don't play for meta. Oh. We don't play for that shit. It's just B. We're dismissing the fuck out of that. That's some bullshit. Don't punch my wife. Oh no, my wife can punch you. It's allowed. Countess Sarabo's ludicrous demands are thrown out by the council. Seething, she sinks quietly from the chamber. Why is that's such a tiny upgrade in Defiance? That's nothing. Purple on purple violence. What? Yeah. Being rude. Okay, I might be fucking cooked here. Okay. All right, auction. Yeah, so let's be. You're fucking rich, Harry. You're rich as hell. You can auction. This is what's going on. This is the farming. Why is it only farming down? Why aren't purple getting a chance to raise farming at all? Oh wait, no, you want it to go down. No, that's right. Sorry, you want it to go down, right? That's good. So okay, you want to probably go B. I'd like E. So if anyone fancies supporting the crown, E's good for me. And then Defiance doesn't do anything. So Can't see how much money I have. If you check here, I don't know what color you are. It is changed. It's a bit different now. But yeah, like you got like so, yellow's got over 1,000 for the most part, and then purple the same. I think everyone's really. What do you need? Military up. Military up if you're green. You know, if you fancy helping me out, because they're gonna pump this. Purple's definitely gonna get this one. The others don't matter so much. So feel free if you want to help me. Look at these suck-ups asking the queen. They are my loyal fucking subjects. You want me suck-ups? They're my loyal subjects. Right, who's voted? Who's put 3 gold? 3? That's so funny, 3. You're like, yeah, I'll like drop a few coins in the fountain for that one. Yes, good, yes. Good. Hold your horses. I think you're fine on the auction front. I think B is probably good. It's far more money than we need. Yeah, you're fighting $700. Put 1 for E. Who's put 1 in E? Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. This cuts off hard, by the way. Okay. Thanks, guys. Appreciate. Louisa, shout out. Mr. Whiskers, huge. Okay. What's up? What are we doing? Oh, I clicked on one. Okay. The end is near. Erin Boo. The coastal boat race is nearly at a close. Fucking finally. I'm pleased to announce the noble Trician Inflamora Notorious is all set to win. Regrettably, things aren't going how the Queen bet. Well, I said they'd draw. How exciting. Truly, this race is of utmost importance. Hi, Totally Bennett. On a completely unrelated note, I have a shipment of silver that's due to intercept the racers any day now. If my ship got in the way, who knows what might happen? I dare say the race's outcome could be altered. Of course, I could be convinced to alter the shipment's route instead. Your August Majesty, we must put a stop to this shameless attempt to sabotage the race. Fuck me, that goes down. You guys lose loads of money if this is picked. That's crazy. Okay, I'm gonna let you pick, guys. I don't mind. So yeah, Grandy's yellow. You pay for the, like, you basically, the yellow will block the green ship. The green will pay for the ship to block the yellows, or you just refuse it altogether. Okay. And I think there's chance in this one, so I don't know what the outcome's actually gonna be. Ooh, it's close. Oh, it's close. Okay, I'm gonna give it, like, again, 15 extra seconds. 15, close eyes, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tied! Oh, shit. I choose? Wait, I choose? Okay. Flip a coin. I probably should. Want yellow on your side? Do B. That's a really good point. I want yellow. Yellow has the biggest chance of actually helping me out. My bet. Oh, yeah. I had bet on them. I bet on them drawing. I bet on them drawing. I bet on them drawing, so I guess I should probably vote this one, right? Yeah, I'm gonna do this one. It makes more sense. What? No, this is an outrage. Venid has gone up by a lot. Okay. Okay. You're on your own, Monarch. Wait, no, I helped Yellow. That's good for Yellow. Countless Totally Venice lumbering ship makes its slow way in front of Inflammatory's boat, blocking the way to the finish line. The Silver makes his way to Taverlin ahead of schedule. Nobles and peasants alike gather. I made you poor, but, you know. Finish line, watching breathlessly as the winner arrives. Oh, fuck. Didn't even help. Wait, that's... Bitch, that's me. Wait, that's me. What the fuck? The Spider-Man pointing meme? Damn, okay. Excellent. No one can beat a precision in a boat race. God damn it. Bitch, you're me. Now pay up, Demon Froggy 2. What? Oh, okay, yeah. Can't even stand like a fish anymore, and I don't know what's happened to my sea legs. Oh, you got no money, Demon. You died and got no money. Totally Betty got money. Thank you very much. Perhaps you'd like a rematch in a year's time. Oh god, you got a lot of money. No, I'm never setting foot in a boat again, you salty sea urchin. It's Froggy's child, yeah. Regrettably, August Majesty, you lost your bet, but it was all good fun, wasn't it? Yeah. Back on the coast, merchants flock to investigate Inflammatory's boat and use their sailing techniques to improve their own craft. Trade is crazy in green. Though the race is over, it gripped the kingdom. Similar bets take place as far afield as Sal and Kurth. Some successful, others ending in watery deaths, like Demon Froggy. Okay, I need to have a baby. Marriage to Desdemona has grown stale. Oh, you get along well enough and you made some good memories together, but there's no spark. She cares more about perfecting her combat moves than her happiness, but spark or no spark, you need an heir. The royal wedding was a magnificent affair. Yay. Oh, I'm horrible. Don't be so dramatic. You've done well so far, but something's still missing, an heir. You need someone young whose loyalty is assured. A child of your own would do the trick, even if they're a bastard or the youngest of your many cousins. Hey, Wildlands, thank you for the brand new sub. What's up? Thank you. Appreciate it. Wow. My wife and I will have a child together. Youngest cousin. A bastard somewhere. Lowborn child. The youngest cousin. I haven't done that one before. An entirely sensible idea. I'll make the arrangements at once. Stabby, death. No. Okay, what's happening now? Oh, wait, what? Where's the thing? Oh, down here. An island wedding. Oh, this is the Fishman wedding. Fuck. Okay, this is so embarrassing for me to go. Jesus Christ. I went there, said, like, more like fine folk, am I right? Awooga. He went, what the fuck are you talking about? And now I'm going to go and attend the wedding. Your Majesty, in a few days, you'll be traveling to the Archduke of Sal's controversial wedding. Surely there's a way we could turn this to our advantage. We must forge an alliance with Sal. They have fast ships, and with this new island outpost, control over most of the Ghost Sea. Or you could publicly object to this blasphemous union. Man of fish, shut up, man. He's not a fish, he's a fin folk. Bah, same difference. This is a matter for the council, I believe. Where's my badge? It's right there. I see it. Okay, alliance with Sal would be kind of huge. Publicly object to the union. I'm gonna veto this because I actually want this to happen. So you guys can vote on the A or C. It doesn't really matter. I think we should seek an alliance because we are the queen. But it would help me, and I know that not everyone wants to help me because you hate me. I get it. I don't get it. I'm nice. Beep, beep, beep. Beep, 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 beep. Okay. Can't let Bet get military up. No, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about? Looks like we, maybe we're having an alliance with a highly militaristic help. Council spoken, good luck. I still have to do it, though. You board a ship, sail to the newly risen island where the Archduke of Sal is due to marry his Finfolk groom. Naturally, Desdemona is accompanying you. I love weddings. I know I'm just a +1, but do you think the Archduke will let me make a speech? Absolutely fucking not. That's crazy. At last, the new island crests the horizon. It's an empty little rock devoid of vegetation with no buildings except a marquee and a hastily constructed Church of the Ninth. But it's packed with people, mostly minor nobles of Sal, who welcome you with cheers and bows. You file into the church. Oh yeah, dude. Awooga. Wait, big, nice pirate. As the ceremony begins, the Finfolk prince walks down the aisle while the Archduke of Sal waits with clasped hands. Does anyone here know any lawful impediment to these two people being joined in marriage? Whoa. Whoa, no. My military would go down. I can't, man. I can't. That's really bad for me. That's really bad. I now pronounce you married, phew. That's crazy. That's it then. Time for party. Everyone crowds the marquee to get incredibly drunk. For the plot, no. As you're making the rounds, chatting and gobbling canapes, you find yourself face to face with the Archduke. Your Majesty, thank you for coming. A toast to my new husband and I. What possessed you to marry a Finn folk? I can't say that because I literally went and tried to... I can see you're very much in love. I'll be a bit snarky about it. Well, yes, and the island dowry didn't hurt. Would you be interested in an alliance between Saul and my kingdom? Depends what you have to offer me. Okay, so I just don't have enough money or military. Our finest cuisine, yeah. I do love your buttered turnips. Very well. Wow, that was easy. Great. I literally just give them turnips. Great. Turnips. Wow, we're British. I'm British. That's some British ass food. Great. Okay, awesome. You celebrate long into the night, wake with a thudding headache. You arrive back at the capital. The council is pleased that you followed their advice. Great. The night's bring us great fortune, your highness. The new island proves to be immensely beneficial for Saul and for you, their new ally. The Archduke is happy to share his trade routes with your merchants. Trade has gone massively up. None of you are trading... Guys, you can define... I'm sorry, Yellow. You can help me still. Why has the military not gotten better? They were like, oh, yeah, we've got a massive navy and it's going to be a really good outpost. What the fuck? It just didn't get any better for anybody. Sweat her foot, man. Deep in the south. Deep in the south, a grandee paces foot back and forth along the balcony of a hillside villa. I'm told that... Yeah, I know. The thing with the farming, it's kind of tricky because there's not really been any options. Like, you've got 16 there. What do you need to get it to? 14. I'm told that progress is slow. How could they be so blind? Yeah, this is you guys failing the thing. Trusting in that fool of a queen after everything she's done. The grandee's aim is to raise other regions' combined defiance to 8 or more. Or ensure another region starts a rebellion. It's tricky. Somewhere along the coast, Lord Patrician Chilled strolls in his olive grove, accompanied by a close friend. Some of our bribes have been accepted, but not... To be fair, you've all failed this round. But not enough. The Queen is paying the Palace Watch well enough that their loyalties aren't easily swayed. Yeah, because I'm nice. We have some of the watch in our pocket. Isn't that enough? No, not yet. We can't make a move till we're sure we won't be discovered. The Patrician's aim is to lower the treasury to 1,500. I've been really stubborn on that. That's one I can control a bit. Bees! In the east, Conte Giscami and the wizard Passio are standing atop her grim windowless tower, swept by howling winds lashed by rain. I notice the kingdom is still a swarm with bees. What happened to our arrangement? Please, just give me a few more months. By Xenia's ashes, I won't let you down. You better not, unless you want leprosy. The Count's aim is to lower all regions combined farming to 14 or less. They just love bees. Unless you want it. I'm gonna sit here. I'm in a good spot. Yeah, sorry guys, the season ended, so I made money. Okay, these are all Count's ones this time. Okay. Swan trouble. Oh, dogs. You're enjoying a quiet game of croquet with Desdemona when Count Fibblefib marches across your lawn, arm in a sling. Seventh takers, look at what your foul beasts have done to me. My foul beasts? My foul beast? My foul beast? My foul beast. Yes, Your Majesty, don't pretend you don't know what I'm talking about. I actually don't, Fibble. You look great, by the way. By the blood of the dead, Count Fibblefib, spit it out. What has happened to you? I was having a lovely stroll in my new deer park when I was ambushed by the feathery white spawn of the seventh god himself. What? Broke my arm with one blow from its wing, like a swan? As queen, you own every swan in the kingdom. You're responsible for this injury. I demand justice. Technically, you do own all the swans in the kingdom, Your Majesty. That's been law for at least 100 years. It was Eloise. But I'm not sure this means you're responsible for the actions of said swans. I'm clearly not. Of course it does, you buffoon. Cash heals all wounds. 1,500 for a fucking... What? Because a swan bit you. You're having me on. Execute the swan. I'm not doing that. Fuck that. I'm not getting that poor. I know I keep vetoing the treasury ones. There'll be a point where I can't. But it's because it makes me so poor that I won't be able to do anything at all. Fuck the swan. Don't kill the swan. Luke, what the hell, man? That's messed up. This isn't my fault. This just isn't my fault. Fibble, you probably upset the swan. Don't kill birds. Guys, what the hell? You guys are messed up. Okay. Voting's closed. It's not my fault. If you're taking leave of your senses, if we don't teach this foul a lesson, other swans will be emboldened. Swan attacks will put half the council out of commission. Just you wait. I don't think that's true. Watch it, it'll come back to bite me. The swan will. A tasty innovation. Cosmos, what's up, Cosmos? I don't mean to exaggerate, Your Majesty, but I believe I pioneered the most incredible invention in the history of mankind. I was hosting a small party playing cards with my old friends. I called for a servant to bring me something to eat that was both tasty and convenient as my hands were occupied. What my servant brought me that evening will change the world forever, Your Highness. Sounds like your servant invented it. Yes, and he's my employee, so I own the idea. It's only fair. Behold! He holds in the air a plate. Atop the plate are 2 slices of bread with a piece of meat wedged between them. It allows the hungry noble to consume 2 slices of bread plus meat all at once, saving valuable time. Meanwhile, the bread serves as an impregnable barrier, preventing one's hands from being besmirched by meaty juices. I literally could only be happy about this. Breathtaking. Naturally, since this is my invention, I propose we name it after me. In a few years' time, I expect everyone to be enjoying a nice Cosmos 790 for lunch. Okay. But naturally, this innovation cannot be made available for free. Every time a Cosmos 790 is consumed, I expect a small royalty payment. Okay, royalties. You can get royalties that you deserve. One-time reward from the treasury instead. Would really rather you didn't do that. Defiance goes up. Okay, I can't veto. This is sad. So you guys just have it all. Okay, please don't make me money. Please don't cost me money. Don't cost me the money, guys. Please, please. Purple is so, like, they're so locked in. Please, 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 please. A or B or the D, not C. Please, please, please don't. Okay, I'm gonna give it 10 seconds to be fair. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh. I missed it. Phew. Thanks. Who's this? Prism. Prism, you're a fucking turncoat, dude. Thanks, Purples, for being locked in. Thank you, Highness. It's the least I deserve. Now to my next invention, edible playing cards. Fine. From that point forward, everyone is forced to pay a small fee to Cosmos 790 whenever they eat anything between 2 slices of bread. You are now really rich, Cosmos, okay? Other counts are granted an exemption from paying this toll, but patricians and grandees are forced to cough up. Oh, no. Consequently, despite the deliciousness and convenience of eating Cosmos 790s, it never really catches on. Bakeries go bust across the east. Trade is down. Sorry, I just really felt like a motorbike for a second there. I was just really feeling really motorbike-esque. But yeah, you know, I'm a Silverstone. I'm gonna wait now because we have ads again. God, long stream, guys, huh? Stop farting. I'm just gassy, guys. God, it's bloody warm in here. The Queen farted? Yeah, so royal fart. Impressive as well, wasn't it? By the way, guys, subscribers, I'll tell you at the end of the stream, obviously. Tuesday stream is next stream. Here's a hard drive. Tuesday's my next stream, and it will be Mecha Chameleon with some friends. Mecha Chameleon, yes? More Mecha Chameleon on Tuesday. I did not pay Cosmos 790 royalties when I ate sandwiches at the free lunch. Sorry. Sorry. I have to go soon. It's a long game, actually. It's been a long one. Okay. We'll wait out the ads and then we'll go. You guys are sort of all stalled out because we've not really been getting the choices that you need. I could win this one. This is winnable for me. Except that my military isn't very high, though. I don't really know what I'm supposed to do. Have you seen that woman on TikTok making crazy Cosmos 790s? The pregnant woman, fuck's sake. Good callback. W callback. That was good. That was good, FedEx. Somebody call back to when I was talking earlier. That's a game saying they were working on another game like this in Owen's chat. That's so cool. I'm really glad. It's a great game. You've seen the guy on TikTok who rolls dice to make his Cosmos 790s. God's sake. We love a return. We love a little callback gag, you know? It's always good that. Okay, right. I'm just waiting for the ads to be done. Beck doesn't join MC Pride unless she's needed to fill a team. I'm not in MCC Pride. I don't sign up. I am straight. So I don't sign up to Pride unless I am asked to, because sometimes they need numbers. But I don't ever sign up. I feel it would just, you know, that's not really fair, is it? I'm not saying that anyone who signed up that's straight is wrong for doing so. I just personally, I'm like, I just allow there to be space. Okay, 10 seconds, and we'll be back in the game, Okay, winter chill. Hey, your FIFA eating Cosmos 7. Whoa, nice hair. Cal's Crider. Brr, the Eastern winter has been especially cruel this year, Your Grace. I can still feel it in my bones. We can add more logs of fire, settle down and warm up. I found the secret is layers. It's not just about me. In the east, the river's frozen and the people won't work for fear of frostbite. My butler touched an iron fence post and lost his entire finger. Well, that was a bit silly, wasn't it? Okay, it's too cold in the east. Hello from Yellowstone. What?
Hello from Yellowstone. I am currently waiting for Old Faithful to erupt.
Nice. Thanks, Willow, for the 53 months. That's awesome. Yeah, erupt. Wait for that. Maybe we don't want an eruption, to be fair, but you know. But I hope you're enjoying Yellowstone. Right, let me see. Okay, so the treasury could get wiped here, but farming would go up. So we don't want that. Only green want this one, I think. This one brings farming down. Purple. This is you. Purple D, guys. Or either of these would be nice for me, I guess. I don't know. Get Vorten. I'm gonna try and end it on the timer this time, in that if it's not close, yeah. So Purple has finally had an option that they can lower their farming, which is fair enough that they're going for that one quite hard. That is that's not too bad on green. That was a good try. That's a good try, green. I think you just outnumbered. Also, yellow also want defiance up, so it's literally it's hitting two of them, like the objectives. You went to my roast. Apparently I'm bald. Yeah, Sarah, your character spawned in, and obviously they're randomly generated, and yours was just completely bald, like just a dome, you know. It was quite funny. The eastful silence, peasants and counts alike hold themselves up in their houses to stay alive. When warmth finally turns, many have perished. Farming is down, defiance is up. But that means that you guys have hit yours. Purple has actually hit theirs. So you've sacrificed a shit ton of your people in the whole cold, the harsh winter to hit, to please the witch, the wizard. Okay. That's the end of the season. In the East Country, geese scare me and wizard pest. You're standing atop her grim windowless tower, swept by howling winds and lashed by rain. I think you've won now. You've done an adequate job destroying the bees. I suppose I won't give you leprosy. My thanks, great wizard. Now shall we discuss how to overthrow this troublesome queen? Oh, shit. Okay, you have one more goal. Shit, okay, there's one more stage. So you either want to raise trade. Trade is crazy high. Raise stability is high. Stability is probably your best bet, because that's at 10, which is high. I don't know how high it's going to make you push it, though. These are both pretty good, though. Purple's probably going to win. Unless I pull something crazy out of the bag. I thought 10 was the max. Far, far away that can be done, I'll steal the queen away through the apiary, where distance works differently. The apiary is a land of dreams, and in times of turbulence, nightmares. It must be peaceful if I'm to navigate it very far. That can be done. We'll make sure the kingdom's as peaceful as a sleeping lamb and everyone's dreaming pleasant dreams. For the final stage of the scheme, they count at 10 for... You just got to keep it at 10. Guys, every green and yellows, we got to get it down. You got to start disrupting it, okay? They just got to keep it. Okay. Finding anyone wouldn't accept back. What the hell? Oh, I'm gonna do voting and change their mind. That's fun. I'm gonna get rid of that one. Right, there you go. Okay, an urgent meeting. We're gonna do this one. It's only one. So this season, if it doesn't go down, then that's fine. One evening at dinner with Queen's Consort Desdemona, the marshal stamps into the room. She salutes you before slamming down a sheaf of papers on the table. Oh. It instantly, both of these just instantly lower stability? Hello? What the fuck? I guess it might be just to give anyone else a chance. It might be that. I'm not gonna lie. You just knock. Crimes on the rise in the coast, Your Majesty. The patricians report a spate of robberies in the highways and on their estates. Desdemona leaves through the papers. Okay, it's just gone down by 1. I think that is just so you have something you have to actually do. Surely the patricians should take responsibility for dealing with this. This must... patricians. Yeah, it's alright. Yes, Your Majesty, I'll sure it'll be fine. She marches out, leaving you and Desdemona to your dinner. Rude. Horror in the East. We'll give you guys a vote now. Purples, this is you. Caitlin, hello. Your Highness, a monster has been stalking my farms at night, smashing down the doors of cottages and feasting on the peasants inside. Sounds ghastly. Only a few have seen the beast and lived to tell the tale. The survivors tell a garbled story about gleaming fangs amid a mountain of blood-soaked fur. Well, this is a long game. Stability goes down here. Farming is now no longer your concern. So we've got Defiance up, Stability down, Treasury up. You should vote for this one if you don't want Purple to win, but Purple wants to win. Defiance probably bad though. This is a military check, so this could make me fuck up. A is probably good, because it could make me mess up, but I don't know, man. Oh, I should have done swing votes. My bad. I don't think you should... Why... Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, no, C is good. I'm a liar. I'm wrong. I thought you guys were trying to lower it for some reason. Yeah, I got confused. My bad. Green and yellow, you should probably vote C. Makes it go down. Hey. Who are these lot? Ignis and Jupiter. Okay. It's a pretty big split. No concern of ours. The monster continues to menace the east, growing more bold every day. You hear reports it no longer confines its attacks to night time. Soon peasants are too afraid to tend their crops, which lie rotting in the fields. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Terrible curse. Randy, Messy picks... Messy, hello. Brushes into the council chamber, breathless and disarray. By the nights, you look like you haven't slept for weeks, hi, Ignis. Cosmos, thank you for the 100 biddies. Yummy. It's not versus me.
Remember, guys, it's us versus Queen Beck.
That's because I've been placed under a curse. Look, my hair's falling out in chunks. Was that, like... Sarah clearly has had the same curse. But it's much worse. Perhaps you're ill or old. It was one of my knaves. I saw it in her eyes. She's an evil witch. Okay. Have the so-called witch tested. We got a bit of stability check. Wealth, maybe, or trade up. Okay, you guys can pick. She's bald and she's torturing people who have hair. You guys pick. Whatever you want. Whatever you want. Whatever you want. It's chill. It's chill. The chance ones can go crazy. Like, they can fuck me over. I don't know how... I never had a chance to raise my military, I swear to God. Okay, it looks like it's A. Yeah, purple's always all voting for the same thing. It's so unanimous. You arrange for a priestess and the ninth god to question the accused. The church is not kindly upon witches, particularly if they're cursing a noble for no reason. I've just... Ow. I just pinched my hand in my water bottle hinge. Owie. After several days of questioning and burning of incense, the priestess makes her announcement. The accused is innocent. We succeeded it. Things settle down and Messy Pixels eventually admits that some new pomade may be to blame for their hair troubles. Silly. Farming's up. Defiance is down. The Defiance is tricky. I don't know why you're struggling so much. It's weird. Like, usually Defiance flies up. Okay, phew. We did not win. They need to do this. I need to get an air, though. The Wartbolt's fighting, but I know, it properly, like, gave me a proper hard pinch. Sorry. My air! Should I die? I asked not my crown be passed down to... Oh shit. My stability's going up. Fuck. We're gonna have a child. Dang it. Okay. So it's just up to 9. Stabby. No, Stabby. Polite applause. By designating an heir, you've cemented the stability of the kingdom. Your esteemed highness, may I be the first to congratulate you on adopting an heir? Santa plays. What is their name? Behemon 2. Excellent, your esteemed highness. I'm sure little Behemon 2 will grow up to be a chip off the old block. Congratulations on finding an heir. You need to fulfill your ambition. Okay. Gotta get an heir. I've basically got, like, last long enough to get an heir. After dinner one evening, Desdemona is reading through letters from the coast. She snorts. The patricians can't keep control of their own people. There are even more robberies happening over in the coast. Can you believe it? Ridiculous, isn't it? It is a little. They expect us to solve all their problems for them. They can... Oh. That's... Defiance down. No. Authority down. Defiance up. Trade down. I don't want my military down, so... I'm gonna go that one. Yeah, leave it, man. Leave it. Leave it. Oh, wait, I didn't even lose money. It was wealth for you guys. Lol. Okay. Piss and Green are allies. FedEx, what's up, FedEx? Nice guy. Your Highness, here in the east we have a hair problem. That doesn't sound so bad. Lamentably, it's a dire omen. The town of Dobituch holds a spring festival welcoming the warmth back to our desolate lands, but this year we were forced to miss it. The fabled hare known as the Pale Beast of Dobituch appears and officially begins the festival, but not this year. The surf grow restless. It's as white as snow, the size of a large dog, bears majestic coiled antlers, and is delicious with parsnips. Gamer87631 has joined the call. The gathered nobles gasp, then fall silent. Blood and stars, you ate the pale beast of Tobito? It hopped into my lands. I thought it was just a rare sort of rabbit. This monster has eaten the fabled pale beast of Tobito, casting a shadow upon the coming year, the coming decade, in fact. It's not just a hare. The pale beast possessed powers beyond our understanding. Your Highness, please bring down the weight of justice on this wretch. Bro, he was hungry. Gamer was hungry. Like, why? Stability down. The only one that works for purple is this one, I think. So I think green and yellow might go A. Oh wait, no, but Defiance could go up or down. All right. Carry on. Get Vorten. Oh, this is a long one. I didn't mean to stream for this long. It's gonna be like 3.5 hours probably. Okay, it's looking for a 50% trade chance because all of purple has combined to one entity and votes as one. But then yeah, green and yellow are mostly split, but that's fair enough. They want different things. Okay. Count FedEx quietly contacts... Oh, we failed. Merchant obtained a suitably large and snowy looking hair, but the best they can find are rabbits dusted in chalk. In the end, Count FedEx 23 claims he saw the white hare and the festival goes ahead, but even so, the peasants of Dobituch remain unsettled for some time. Defiance is up. What are you trying to get it to? 6. 8! Christ, you guys... I'm yellow. I think it's over for you. Stability down, though. Oh, no. Stability's down. None of you guys are close. Uh-oh. Uh-ohs. Uh-ohs. Looks like it's maybe me that wins. Who knows? You guys can do whatever you want here. I don't care. Spirit goes up here. Defiance is not affected here. So authority, if you make authority go down, you could rebel, right? I think. I'm gonna start auction, exclamation mark fund, and then the letter here that corresponds to what you want to fund, and then the money. Money-wise, you're just gonna have to guess, I think. I think it just caps out whatever you've got. Or you just put a smaller amount in. So, and it forcibly finishes when you're done. We'll see for a Beck win. I actually don't know yet. Military, I think. But I don't really have any way to make military go up. So, then none of these work for that. Deer Park, maybe there'll be a big white hare in that park. Yeah, if you have the extension on PC, it will tell you how much money you have, and you can click on the little box. What are we funding? Authority down. Purple's just locking the fuck in. Purple's have the money. Yeah, so you've got authority. I think authority down makes a rebellion happen, I think. But I think your defiance has to be up too. It was like, oh, okay, right. I'm clicking this one first. Stop locking in. Start your reign, you said you want to be a conqueror, but so far you've not convinced anyone. Sorry. Defiance is up. Oh shit, what happened there? You're now on 6 defiance. It just helped you. Your current ambitions are working out for you. You want to change. Okay. Loyal spies defeat their schemes with schemes of our own, but your advisors have other ideas. Seal of the Ninth God, church full support. Common folk. That's how I won last time. I don't want to win again like that. Lost artifact. Rule over a golden age. Okay, I can't do stability. Or the authority low. Faith and trade. I think we're gonna have to do faith and trade. We'll go find that scepter, I guess. Venture not treat. Yeah, you gotta raise these as much as you can. So anything that isn't like. No, dude, it'll be my loss. I will be my loss if I ally with you. You're that close. Caitlin Flute. I remember when I came to you with word of a monster preying upon peasants in the east. You'd have to remind me I've drunk a lot of wine since then. A hideous monster was slaying peasants throughout the land, your grace. Reason to believe the culprit may be one of my fellow counts. Conte Archer Wolf 7. Did the game try and find someone with wolf in their name? Or is that just a crazy coincidence that this appears to be a werewolf? Like, hello? What? How did they pick a name that has wolf in it? Hello? Like, it's like, oh, well, yeah. Transform into a colossal bloodthirsty beast once every 7 nights. Sounds unlikely. That's cool as hell. I agree, but Conte Archer Wolf has been notably absent from social engagements on the night the beast has been seen. What should I do? Pray do not call a public vote on the matter. It would embarrass Archer Wolf greatly for no good reason. Okay, what do I need again? Trade and faith. Okay, I need faith. Sure. It'll make defiance go up. Hopefully not by too much. Okay, you guys are kind of close. Okay. Yellow with the comeback. Who knows? Yeah, the lack of me doing my shit well enough made all the defiance go up. So now you're only 1 off. Your Majesty, merchants are visiting the south from as far afield as Valamir and Artesh. Our quarterly figures are stunning. Your quarterly what? Money, lots of money. Your Highness, this southern economist has an audacious idea for all this wealth. Call it experiment. Economist. Call it experiment. We give the peasants gold whether or not they're working. So we're basically doing universal credit here. This will ensure a base level of comfort and security for all. By the 9th, what are you saying? Fardeen, what the hell? You're not for the people. That we should hand out cash for nothing? With respect, how does that different from grandees receiving fees from their serfs? It's completely different. Your Holiness, this lunacy cannot possibly be considered. Fontaine hates universal basic income. Oh my god. Okay. Bloody heck. Okay. What do I need? This is crazy. I'll only need 150. I only use 150 for that. Oh, stability goes up though. Okay. Defiance. This is bad for me. I need trade. This one's nice. Yeah, you guys can just carry on. I get trade, I know, but trade's high anyway. Trade's in a good spot overall, but purple's gonna... The purple hive mind is kind of unstoppable at this point. Yeah, D lowers defiance, so that's bad for yellow. This is tricky. Purple is very united, but yellow and green have fewer people, and they're split. Tricky. It is clearly a purple win, though, on A. We're doing the universal basic income, gamers. Many grandees are furious. Not only that, but other nobles watch anxiously, worried about this outrageous new strategy spreading elsewhere. Oh, shit. Okay, defiance has gone up. Yellow has now massive comeback from yellow. We thought it was over. You've gone crazy here. You now are on 9. Their fears are unfounded. Freed from at least some of the backbreaking worry of how to pay for the next meal, peasants praise... Oh, shit, it jumped to 10. Oh, no. Oh, no. Farm owners treat their workers better for fear of them leaving to work elsewhere. The sick and infirm no longer have to work themselves to death for coin. The south flourishes, though the grandees give you no credit. Trade is really high. Farming's high. It's good. Life is good. Okay, guys, there's... Oh, that's it. We lose. Purple win. Purple have won. That was the last die. Okay. Deep in the south in the back garden of a Sunbleach villa. It's going to move yellows forward. Green, sorry, you didn't really get close. Unfortunately, I'm really tied to my treasury. A moment of grandees crowd around a figure, raising their arms in a toast. Here's to the future Queen Seraphina and the golden age of the horizon. May the night's god strike down the false queen for her wickedness. Soon the Inquisition will be complete and the Archbishop will crown our claimant. But what should be done with the Queen? Okay, you guys can choose one of these. You know, you can choose B probably, I'd say, but I don't think that... I think purple have just won now. I think they've actually won. They've done their last thing in the end of the rounds here. So I don't think this is now winnable unless something crazy happens. B because Bs. But Bs are what are winning the fucking purples. Burner at the stake. Dude, what? Finally, Stabby. I don't think it's going to be Stabby. It's going to be the dream one, right? Where I fall asleep and then get taken away by bees. It's boring, but it will appeal to the masses, and the Archbishop has lost his taste for public burnings as of late. Now, we must ensure the Queen can't strong-arm anyone into fighting on her behalf. For the final stage of the scheme, grandees must lower authority to 1 or less. You can try. I think it's over, though. It's Jova. For that, have that. Have that. Why is it not ended? Oh, yeah, there it is. This is the death flag one. It's been a long day coming after a long week and after a long year. Come to think of it, you're ready for bed. Good night, dear. Yeah. I should check on little Beckymon 2. Beckymon 2 is fast asleep in the cradle. Sighing with relief, you climb back into your own bed. Desdemona is already fast asleep. You dream in your vast glittering city of magnificent spires and floating temples. You're surrounded by strange little fairy folk with golden eyes and golden tongues. They try to warn you of something, but you can't hear them. Then they're swept away by an invisible force. A hideous masked figure in robes walks down the now empty street, flanked by Conte Gisquermi and Fran, the Count's claimant to your throne. Greetings, Your Majesty. Surprised to see us? This is a funny dream. Whee! You jump up trying to fly away, but fall flat on your face. Haven't you realized it yet? This is no dream, you fool. Well, technically it is a dream, but it's also real. We're just in another world. See, this is the Apiary. The realm of whatever. I don't care about the law. That's crazy. Oh, what's up, Fran? Using magic almost feels like cheating. I suppose I'll feel guilty about it later after my coronation. Thank you for bringing us here to gloat, great wizard. Now please take this pathetic specimen somewhere far, far away. All right, let's go. Persia wraps one pale hand around your shoulder. Your feet begin to move their own accord, trudging along beside the wizard, and the ground drops away as you take flight. Whee! I'm flying. Far behind you, Scammy and your usurper twin dwindle into dots, then vanish from sight completely. Whee! I'm flying! That's right, Your Majesty, this is all just a dream. Just relax. You leave the glimmering city behind and fly across a baffling dreamscape, across fields of pink snow and dancing stars and gnashing teeth. How long are you flying? Minutes? Months? At long last, you find yourself barreling towards a swirling portal in the sky. Persia holds midair, but your momentum carries you forward. Farewell, Your Majesty. I hope a new world offers you a new beginning. And then you're flying through the portal and everything goes dark. I'm dead. Wake up. You awaken to find yourself in utter darkness. The air is cold and your breath comes in white plumes. It's as silent as the grave and you find yourself not wanting to shout. You walk and walk and walk through endless blackness. You wish you could shake the feeling that something's watching you. Eventually, you bump up against something, a brick wall. What's that? Following the wall, you find a door, unlocked mercifully. You step through. On the other side, there's a harsh white light. A group of skeletons are huddled around a card table. One of them is wearing... What is going on? One of them is wearing a green visor. Without even looking up, they deal you in. You sit down, heart pounding. Somehow, you know you're playing for something more important than money. Got the back rooms. After one of the highest stake games of poker ever played, Queen Bakemon folded on a bad hand and became just another skeleton around the card table. She never saw Celeste Ath again. The Grandees continue to throw their accusations of witchcraft and heresy at their enemies, and everyone gradually learned to ignore them. The patricians' attempt to worm their way into the palace was uncovered, and a number of arrests were made. Lord Patrician Chilied ended his life chained upside down to a dungeon wall. After Queen Bakemon vanished mysteriously from her bed, Fran of the Council was best positioned to occupy the power vacuum left behind. None dared challenge his succession, fearing the wrath of the wizard Pestia. I'm the peaceable. Nobles. Well, poorest noble, Lazy Nuggets. And Inflamora, notorious for winning the race, I guess. Kingdom, yeah, you know. 2 years, 9 months. Spouse, Monarch Fran. Yay! Well done, Purple. You honestly, you had a very united front all the way through that, so I'd say it's deserved. You were able... Oh, you had the most people, and you were able to, like, lock in on all your choices. You didn't... You were all, like, doing... Every time it came up, it was like you'd all suddenly vote the same thing. You all just understood the game. Which is fair enough. It's fair enough, you know? I appreciate that. We're gonna head off now, because, oh my god, long stream. I'm gonna... Well, long for me, on a hot day. I don't have an Owen to raid anymore. I don't have an Owen to send you to. Let's raise, you know what? Let's raid Rosanna, right? So Rosanna's usually, she's a co-working streamer. So she does like, streams herself doing work and you can like work with her. It's like co-working, you know? She's lovely. I've done a panel with her at TwitchCon. Very nice. You might know Rosanna as well. She's playing Minecraft though. She's fighting the Ender Dragon. So, you know, that's your ballpark, your area. I don't know. Love Rosanna. Go say hi to Rosanna for me. Have a lovely evening, guys. Enjoy your rest of your weekend, which is what's left of it. I will be back on Tuesday. We're going to be playing Mecha Chameleon on Tuesday, okay? Mecha Chameleon with the gamers, all right? On Tuesday, 4:30 p.m. I will try and get a schedule up. I'm sorry, I know that you guys have asked now, and it's honestly best for me as well. It helps me lock into like planning stuff properly. I just slip in and out of it because I'm stupid. On the hottest day, no, I'm not streaming on the hottest day. Hottest day for me is Wednesday. I'm going swimming. Anyway, if you're new to the stream, please drop a follow. I hope you enjoyed that King of the Castle. It's good. It's a good game. Check out the Discord. It's right there. Check out the socials at Bakemon Everything. I have a VODs channel. I'll try and keep up to date, kind of. I also have a YouTube video on my main channel. If you'd like, I talk about Minecraft. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys on Tuesday. Have a lovely evening and a good Monday. Bye. Bye, bye, bye.